Synced. All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Darren George LaPierre.
And I'm Jackson George LaPierre.
It's my good buddy Jackson, and we're going to be doing the much-awaited Pat Metheny tier list. As you know, I did an entire deep dive of every single Pat Metheny album. What you might not know is that I did this with Jackson Reed as well. We had many discussions about every single album that we went through. 43 albums. Get ready, folks. This is going to be quite a show.
You know, I was 43 once.
Dude, same. Hell yeah. 43 months.
That's right.
That's great. But yeah, so this is going to be our tier list. There's been a lot of thought behind this, and we thought that it would be cool to do a video just to go over our thoughts.
Yeah, basically with like two of the world's foremost experts on Pat Metheny.
Pretty much at this
just
point.
Giving the definitive ranking.
I tried to look up other tier lists for this, and it doesn't exist really.
Yeah.
I saw some people like ranking their rankings, and they were the worst things I've ever seen. Like First Circle and S tier, and I'm like, okay, we need to we need to make our own because this is ridiculous.
We need to set things straight.
We need to set
the records straight.
Are you going with me?
We'll see about that.
All right, so before we start, just some basic ground rules. I don't know. Listen, we're dealing with very low tech here. We're just using my phone for a camera, but we've got, instead of the traditional 5 tiers, we've got 6. S minus, A, B, C, D.
Because there's just so many S Pat albums that we need a little more granularity up there in the upper tiers.
Right, an S album to us, it's perfect in every way. Or at least we feel it's perfect in every way, and there's just no flaws.
And nobody can argue with that.
And nobody can argue. S minus would be ones that are like really good all the way through,
like
and
great tracks, some of our favorite tracks.
But just it doesn't make the cut because of some very specific reasons, and we'll get into that.
It'll be an album by album type of thing. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So S is the best of all time. S minus is also probably the best.
Still a great Pat album.
Right.
An S minus Pat album is like an S plus anyone else album.
Right.
You know.
A is just general great album.
Yeah.
B is just, it's like bunch of solid tracks, but maybe just doesn't really meet the mark.
Doesn't stand out as much.
Doesn't
as an
stand
album,
out.
Yeah.
C is like a couple good tracks, maybe just kind of a mess, like flow wise.
It's still Pat. He's still playing great, but it's just weaker than his really good stuff.
D is like the kind of the bottom of the barrel. Does not like. I don't believe in putting like music or albums in F tier because unless it like insults me, and I don't find any of his music's insulting.
Yeah, except
well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't find that insulting though. I didn't say I was going to put that in F.
I'm not even sure I want to put it in D, but we'll see about that.
But yeah, D would just be like ones that are just there's just no real point to listening to them.
No redeeming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think D is going to remain empty, but we'll find out. We'll find out when we get there.
The other thing I just wanted to mention quickly is this all the albums? Yes and no. I think so. We kind of just went off of like his like discography on like listed on Wikipedia or like other sites.
And we tended to skip albums that were like collaborations where Pat's name was not listed first.
Right.
So there might be a few controversial exclusions. Like we didn't listen to Beyond the Mississippi Sky or whatever that one's called.
We didn't listen to that one with John Scofield.
Yeah.
We didn't listen to Steve Reich, the Steve
Reich. Electric Counterpoint,
which
is a great album.
And also Tap. I think Tap might be the most controversial that we left out.
Yeah.
But it is just Pat playing John Zorn compositions.
If there's no Pat tunes on there, I'm not so interested.
Even though Mestema, the first track, would be up there with some of my favorite Pat tracks.
There's great music on that album.
But anyways, with all that out of the way, let's get into the tier list. And do you want to take it away, Jax?
Well, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to point out that Darren's pre-scrambled the albums for us because we realized that if we started with all the earliest stuff and progressed to the latest stuff, that's how we listened. We listened in order, and judging them all relative to each other started to become kind of difficult because in the 2010s you get into this sort of malaise of like B and C albums. So we want to mix. We want things to talk about as we go. So these are all mixed up. But we're actually starting with
the first Pat album.
The first Pat album, the first proper Pat album, Bright Size Life.
Bright Size Life, 1976. Where do I even begin?
Where do you even begin? Well, you begin with Bright Size Life. Man.
It just such a classic album. Like you've got Pat on guitar, you've got Jaco Pastorius on fretless bass, and then Bob Moses on drums.
Bob Moses.
Iconic trio. You don't
Never to
work
meet again. Yeah.
Yeah, they never work again after this. Well, they do, but not on any albums.
Yeah, don't these three play together on like a Gary Burton album or something? Like
he
that?
plays with Jaco Pastorius on that Joni Mitchell live album.
Yeah, true.
Shadows and Light.
Yeah.
But yeah, this album, I mean, what can I really say? I think Bright Size Life, not just the album, but the title track is like one of the best openers on any Pat album.
Great opener.
Great opener for just the deep dive itself.
Yeah.
Just
And all the way down, there's no bad tracks on this album. I think
no bad tracks at all. Very varied.
some of his best compositions among them.
Bright Side Live is fantastic. You know how much I love Sierra Porn.
Yeah,
Sierra Porn is just like atmospheric. So is Midwestern Night's Dreams.
Midwestern Night's Dream is a Darren Core type of track.
Yeah.
All the way back in 1976.
All the way back in 1976.
Unity Village has been growing on me lately. I like Unquity Road.
Unquity Road.
And then, of course, this is also the beginning of Pat's road to Ornette.
Yes,
He
that's
closes
true.
off with a Ornette Coleman cover.
Which one is that? That's the
Broadway Blues Road Trip.
yes.
I think it's called.
Yeah, this whole album just like I think it's brilliantly recorded. The solos are brilliant. There's this
They're just playing off of each other.
brilliantly. The melody writing is amazing. The harmony writing, like just the harmony in Sierra Porn and Midwestern Night's Dream alone is just fantastic. And all the other tunes combined, I mean,
and Pat Metheny was how old at this point?
he's like 21, I think, right?
Something like that.
Which is crazy. This is his first album, and
It's an all-timer.
I think it's a brilliant album. Are you thinking S?
I think I have to put it in S, and then as the S tier develops, I would hesitate to bump this down, but
You think?
for now we better put it in S.
Okay. Yeah, I think S is. Oh my God! I think S is great for. It's just you never really get the sound again from him. I think that's another thing.
Well, yeah.
Even when he covers tracks from this album,
Which he does. Among all his early albums, this one he keeps playing these tunes.
right. It's a time capsule. I think S is good. S minus, maybe, but we'll figure it out more as we go on.
Yeah.
But
That's what
I think you can't really. It's a fantastic album and a fantastic first album.
Yeah.
All right. Up next.
Speaking of the road to Ornette, dude, this is the end of the road to Ornette.
Song X.
Song X, when he actually got to collaborate with his hero Ornette Coleman.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Yeah. You want to know what year it is?
Yeah, I think was it 80. Just the
Let's
track
see.
list too.
It'll be under collaborations. It's from 86.
1986, Song X with Ornette Coleman. You could say that this one's like a collab album.
Yeah. They're equally billed on this.
This is just, if you know Ornette Coleman, it's just
He's a free jazz legend, but
free jazz legend.
But he never, I don't think, got so experimental with sound as he did on this. Not that I'm an Ornette Coleman record, but it's really a collision of the two of them because they're playing free jazz. Ornette is doing his thing, but Pat brings all kinds of crazy. When did we say this is from? 86?
86, yeah.
Pat brings like the peak of his excessive 80s weirdness to this album.
There's drum machines.
Which
is bizarre. Never really and they're very old sounding drum machines that really fit. Just the playing is extremely chaotic. Granted, this album can be like, I think there are stretches where it can be a little bit like, okay, Jesus.
It can be overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
There's long tracks.
There are those two tracks. Was it Mob Job? And was the other one on there that's they're like more like ballady or not ballady. They're just more like straight ahead tunes.
Oh, I don't know. Long Time No See, maybe.
There was two on there that they're like this is sort of atonal and chromatic, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
But the rest are just more chaotic. I love Endangered Species.
Endangered Species, Police People is pretty great, and he brings that one back.
Video Games
is a classic track.
I think it's really good freeform jazz.
Yeah,
you've got
and I think when you have it in context of like not to jump ahead a little bit, but Pat works up to this point. He's like playing Ornette tunes. He's playing with more and more like historic Ornette sidemen. And then he finally gets to do this. It's like obviously it's a huge moment for him.
Yeah, it's I think it's It's a great album. It's definitely, you have to be in a certain frame of mind to understand it and to like go into it. But if you do, it's great. I remember listening to this on my way home from driving from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And it was chaotic.
That's perfect.
While I was driving by the James Gandolfini Service Center. But I think it's I think I give this one an A. I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah, it's just great. I mean, it's not the best music, but
it's hard to measure up to some of those great classic Pat albums, but this is a fantastic album.
I think it's a great just free jazz record. Yeah. All right, up next, Pat Trio 99 to 2000 or whatever. Should I wait for you to pull it up or?
It's funny, it's not listed. Oh, it's listed under its own group here.
Yeah, okay.
Trio 99.
Trio 99 00. It's a Pat Trio album. I mean,
it's pretty straight ahead.
It's straight ahead. It's got like
they play a lot of standards.
I'm struggling to even remember a lot of it.
You want me to read off some tracks for you?
Yeah.
I mean, there are Pat tunes on here. Go Get It, Soul Cowboy, The Sun in Montreal. I remember I liked.
Yeah.
We Had a Sister.
That one's so like it's so ominous.
That's a really good title. And then this is the album where they do Giant Steps, which is like kind of notable for that. It's a really fun version of Giant Steps. But other than that, they do a version of Lone Jack from the PMG Self-Titled, which is pretty good.
Who's on this one?
The trio in this is Pat, Larry Grenadier, who I think also plays in the Meldau Quartet.
Larry Grenadine, the inventor of grenadine.
That's right. And Bill Stewart on drums, who I don't know if he ever played with Pat outside of this trio.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, there's just nothing really memorable about it. Great musicianship.
A few good new Pat tunes, but they're just not really very arranged.
Right, and it's like with Pat's music, and we'll talk about this more as we go on, but his straight ahead stuff is great, don't get me wrong, but it's just not really what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
and this is probably one of his weaker ones.
Yeah, there are definitely ups and downs. There are ones that I like a lot better than this one, as we'll see.
Speaking of as we'll see, you think C?
I think it's probably a C. Yeah, I think it's probably a C.
Okay. So cool.
I hate to give Pat an average grade on anything, but we have to remain objective.
Well, hey, now we got Metheny Meldau.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean,
so you hadn't listened to this one before we did our deep dive, right?
No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got it on CD from the library.
Oh, yes.
So I had listened to it before.
Yeah.
I had it on my flash drive.
I found this on a CD at a flea market in Cape Cod, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, many years ago.
When did this one come out?
Let's find out.
I realized we didn't say anything for Trio 99, but I think it's obvious when it came out.
Self-explanatory, yes. This one is from 2006.
2006. Yeah, I mean, brilliantly recorded. Most of the album is just duets of Pat Metheny and Brad Meldau, who is just a jazz pianist.
Yeah,
Very
a little
good,
younger
though.
than Pat, I think.
Yeah. We'll talk about this more as we go on. But this album was very interesting because this was one of the first times he had collaborated with another pianist that wasn't Lyle Mays.
Oh, true. That's true.
It was very interesting to hear Pat collaborate with someone who wasn't Lyle Mays. It's a very different,
totally different sound.
Yeah, totally different sound.
Because Lyle plays. I mean, he's a big atmosphere guy. I think you would agree.
Yeah.
And Brad plays really melodically. He plays with harmony, but the harmony changes a lot.
Yeah.
From moment to moment. So it's like I mean, obviously Pat and Lyle did great, beautiful arrangements together, and this combination is a little more like dynamic, a little more improvised.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's a really great record.
I think it's great. Every track stands out. I love Ahmed 6. I love the two quartet tunes. What is it? Ring of Life, and what was the other one?
Ring of Life, and I think Say the Brother's Name.
Yes, fantastic quartet tunes.
Yeah.
And they were really great, because the thing is, it can get a little monotonous, just listening to the two duetting the whole time. But then you have these quartet tunes that really bring up the energy.
They break it up nicely.
The drumming is amazing. The bass playing is amazing. Just all around, just like great record. Bachelor's 3.
Bachelor's 3 is a great tune.
Great tune.
I've been big lately on Unrequited.
Yep, that one's great too.
I always liked Annie's Bittersweet Cake.
I mean, it's just a banger. It's just like,
and those are both Meldau tunes.
Oh,
a lot of this record is Metheny tunes, but Legend, Unrequited, Annie's Bittersweet Cake, those are Meldau tunes.
I had no idea. Brad wrote the theme for I Am Legend. That's crazy.
I think they fit right in with the Pat tunes.
Yeah, I'm thinking S-. I don't know about you.
I would be tempted to give this an S-. Yeah,
just because it's like not your average Pat Metheny album, but it's just great. Like out of all of like the ones where he just collaborates with someone, this is just, it's up there.
It's one of the best.
It's one of the best because it's just their sound together is just unlike anything else you hear. Yeah,
S-.
I think that's great. All right, next up is the Orchestrion Project.
The Orchestrion Project. Remind me, is this the
second one?
Yeah.
So
Orchestrion. Are there 3?
There's only 2.
There's 2.
Yeah. So this is the second one. This came out in 2000.
Pull that up for you.
I think 10. Or no, 12. I think.
Well, this is a live album, technically.
Technically, it's a live album.
I
I guess because they filmed it, right?
Yeah. The Orchestrion Project. This is from 2013. It was recorded in 2010.
Got it. Oh, that makes sense. So the Orchestrion is, well, what an Orchestrion is essentially like just kind of like, how do you describe it?
It's a big assemblage. In Pat's case, it's a big assemblage of like bells and percussion instruments.
Even like basses and just like string instruments, pianos.
And he programs them. They're acoustic instruments, but he programs them with this assemblage of like robotic arms to play themselves.
And this album,
then he plays along.
Right. So he plays along with this basically massive self-playing, like, I guess you could call it like orchestra, but it's mostly like a percussion ensemble, with like some string instruments. String instruments mean like a piano, bass, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this album, there's another Orchestrion album, the first one, which we'll talk about later, that came out in 2010. But this basically has all the tracks from that, as well as a lot of covers
of classic Pat tunes,
and some deep cuts in there too. There's like one from 8081 on there.
That's right.
I honestly think I prefer this one over the first album, just because I think these might be better recordings than the first Orchestrion album in terms of like the main tracks.
He's dialed it in more at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I just was like a lot more into it.
Yeah.
And
the classics are here, and some of the versions of the classics, like
the version of Sueño con Mexico, is so cool.
Maybe as good as the original.
Yeah, it's different. I would say it's not as emotional as the original, but it's got that rhythmic feel, which is so cool.
It's really cool. Me and Darren had this beautiful moment when we saw Pat solo, where he brings this thing everywhere now. It's like on a lot of his later albums, on a track or two. And
he had it covered up the whole time.
He had it covered up. He had it behind a big curtain at the back of the stage, and then towards the end of the show, he pulls the curtain out. This beautiful thing comes out.
And during Sueño con Mexico.
Yeah.
It just lived, and I'm like...
And we had never heard this version before.
Yeah. I had no idea.
It was like... It was euphoric.
It was
beautiful. We shared a tender embrace.
We did.
Yeah.
I almost cried. That was great. But I think this is a great album. It's a long album, but
it's pretty engaging all the way through.
Yeah, it's got just great covers, just great. It's all pretty much just covers when you think about it.
Because most of these tracks are from the first Orchestrion album. Yeah, and those are good tracks too. Spirit of the Air. I remember liking. Soul Search is like a ballad, but it's kind of a cool ballad.
Orchestrion title track is great too.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention the improvisations on this are great too, especially the second one.
Yeah.
Those are the only like.
Those are different
tunes.
from the first album.
Yeah. Those are the only like original tunes on the album. But I think this is an A.
Yeah, I think compared. I mean, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but like it's good to compare them directly. I would probably put this one in an A and the original Orchestrion in a B, maybe even a C.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll
get there when
we'll get there. I think this is definitely an A.
Yeah.
Also, there's a live video which we haven't watched.
Yet. I was supposed to get it from the Cambridge Public Library, and
all right, Jackson, you want to take this one away?
Sorry to dox us here. Yeah. So I mean, this is my favorite record, not my favorite Pat record, my favorite record, period. This is hugely important to me. My drum teacher introduced it to me when I was probably 14.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we played Phase Dance.
Oh, that's sick.
Pat Metheny Group, self-titled.
Yeah, you can't
their
really,
debut album.
Can't really make it out. It's very blurry.
Because the cover is white with light blue text.
That's why I call it the Pat Metheny White Album.
Yeah, but it's a great cover. And there's a very strange picture of them on the back.
This came out in what, 78, I think?
We said Bright Size Life was 76. This is 78. You're right.
Yeah, I also think this might be one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
Just even by the first time I listened to it, even if I didn't quite get it the first time I listened to it, there's something so special about this album that is never captured again. It kind of like takes some of the ideas, like that sound, that atmosphere from Bright Size Life, but now Lyle Mays is here.
And that makes all the difference.
And he's on keyboard. Like this is such an important album. This is the first Pat Metheny Group album, and we're going to talk about Pat Metheny Group a lot. It's like essentially his side band, but it's also like his
kind of the core of his repertoire for those years.
Yeah, from like the 70s to like early
into the
90s.
2000s.
Yeah, even the 2000s. It's like the core of his stuff came from just him and Lyle working together. And this has it's Pat on guitar, of course, Lyle on keys and synthesizers. You've got Mark Egan on bass.
Yeah.
And you've got Dan Gottlieb on drums.
A perfectly matched ensemble.
All incredible musicians, all like super young as well. They're all like only in their early 20s when they wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I don't even know how to describe this album. It's just like from front to back. It's definitely one of the most like cohesive in terms of flow. Because you start off with like San Lorenzo, which is probably my favorite opening track to any.
You've called this the Pat Metheny Group theme song, I believe.
No, I said this was like if there was a title track for the Pat Metheny Group album. It'd be this.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got San Lorenzo, you've got Phase Dance.
Phase Dance, which is one of my favorite pieces of music.
It's just so iconic, and Jacko, which is like very funky and just
incredible groove,
which you don't really ever hear much of again.
But actually, all of these first three tracks, besides being groovy and having great playing, just have these cool. And I think this is where it's a little different from Bright Size Life, because even that album was still sort of like play the head, play some solos.
Yeah,
they have these beautiful arrangements and these beautiful like drawn out endings that really take you like through a whole arc.
And like. Yeah, that's another thing with like other like albums we'll get into later, but it's not meandering at all. Like every single part is just tells a story. Like especially like San Lorenzo, it's just like it just all the different like themes and melodies and just I'm just thinking of San Lorenzo right now with the ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
Yeah, incredible ending on that track.
All the different tones and synths that Lyle uses.
Yeah,
a lot of them he never really uses them again. Outside of this album, like
his sound will change with the next few Pat albums.
But just like it's just outstanding atmosphere. It takes you to such a nice place. April Wind and April Joy. Also, we've talked about this, how it's like I guess April Joy because it has a recapitulation
of that Phase Dance motif.
That should be the ending. But Lone Jack.
The Lone Jack is a great like surprise like post credit scene.
Yeah. It feels like a bonus track.
Yeah.
This is just. What else is there really to say about it?
What can you say? It's like a totally a singular moment in history.
Yeah, it's just
they really dialed in a sound here.
There'll never be an album like this again.
And then they moved on to other things.
Yeah. Right. There'll never be an album that sounds like this ever again. Like it's such like you're right. It's just like a little time capsule. Yeah, it's amazing. One of my favorite albums of all time. Put it in an S. You gotta.
That's an S.
Oh my God. And up next, hell yeah.
Now the funniest Pat Metheny Group
The funniest Pat Metheny album, ironically also the second Pat Metheny Group album.
That's right.
American Garage.
1979.
So this one has, since we just glazed the hell out of the self-titled first album, American Garage, it's got some legs to stand on.
Yeah. There's some residue of the first album in here, and it also tries some new
definitely
things.
There has some of that atmosphere, like I like Highland, not Highland, I was thinking of Lyle Mays self-titled. Cross the Heartland.
Yeah.
It's a great opening track, despite how I feel about the very intro. This is when Lyle starts to get a little weird with his tones. It gets a little cheesy.
Does the Lyle Calliope debut on this album?
It might be. I'm not sure. But I just know the... You know how much I hate that.
Yeah.
But the rest of Across the Heartland is a fantastic track.
It's a great track, and I think this is where... there are some Pat Metheny tracks that I think of as road trip fusion,
Yeah, well, I mean,
and this is the first one.
I mean, look, it's got like a picture of a trailer park on it. It's like a total American garage vibe.
Where he really starts to lean into his road trip sound.
Oh, and it's the same group as before.
The same 4 players, is that right?
Same 4 players.
Yeah.
It's just again, it's just still great collaboration. There's only like 5 tracks on this one.
Yeah, they're all pretty long, or they're mostly pretty long. Because then
what's
of
the
course
second one?
We got Airstream.
Airstream's good. The Search is really good. I love
Search.
that one.
You thinking of the Epic?
No. I'm going in order.
Oh, the Search.
Yeah,
oh,
the
yeah.
Search.
Sorry, I didn't even
Search
see that there.
It's a great track.
And then American Garage, the title track is kind of a strange one.
It's kind of a strange one. I was talking to you about that a little while ago. How it just kind of sounds like something you'd hear at a sports stadium. Like that's really what it sounds like. It's got the rock organ. It's got the whole shebang.
They're kind of shouting in the background.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
yeah.
I like it though. It's very cheesy, but it's good. And then the Epic is just boring.
Unfortunately, and it's 13 minutes long.
It's like one of his first actual long tracks, and it's just not.
He's not quite there yet.
Yeah,
he needs a few more albums before he can pull that off.
But this isn't bad. It's definitely, I wouldn't say it's a downgrade, but it's definitely a step down from the first track, the first album, obviously. Yeah. But it's still.
I think it's because he wants to branch out and try new things, and when you go into one of those experimental phases, usually you have like some weaker albums that build up to another great album.
Yeah, this is definitely not there's not a lot of cohesion in this.
Yeah.
But
there's some good tracks, and it's those same players that we love, and
yeah.
I
think it's a first B.
Probably a first B. Yeah,
first
I think I agree with that. Was there something else I wanted to say about this album? No, that's American Garage.
Cool. Up next is Falcon.
I have 2 copies of this on vinyl by accident.
That's so funny. I just have one.
It's one of those albums that is forgettable enough that you forget you have it, I guess.
But it's still good. It's still good. All right, up next is Falcon and the Snowman. This is a OST album for the movie Falcon and the Snowman.
Pat's first film soundtrack, I believe.
Sean Penn, I think, is in this one.
He's
one of the. I think he plays the Dalton Lee. This one came out in what, 85. 85. This is a Pat Metheny Group album.
Yes.
This is a soundtrack album for a movie, but it was done fully by Pat Metheny Group that has changed quite a bit at this point. Still Pat Metheny,
we've got
Lyle Mays.
We've got Steve Rodby, who's a long-term bass collaborator.
I would say he's like the main bassist of Pat Metheny Group.
And we got Paul Wertico
on drums.
And then this is also Pedro Aznar appearance.
Yep, Pedro Aznar is
our favorite Pat Metheny vocalist.
Where's he from?
He's Brazilian.
He's Brazilian. Yeah, he's a Brazilian singer. Incredible voice.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really sing too well. There's like a couple tracks where he sings. It's mostly just like.
He mostly sings syllables. He doesn't sing a lot of words. He becomes a big part of the sound of the group for a while.
Definitely.
Even when there are albums that have other vocalists that still sound like they're doing the Pedro sound.
Yes. Oh yeah, 100%. That the Pedro sound never goes away.
I don't know if this is his first appearance with them. He was on Wichita, I believe, before this. Is that right?
No, we'll get there.
Okay.
You're thinking Nana.
Oh, Nana was on Wichita.
He kind of was the first to do the
I guess you're right. Stuff.
I think he was.
Is this Pedro's first appearance?
I think so.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough with Pedro.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, it's a great soundtrack album. Not a lot of it stands out too much. Although I love the atmosphere of the psalm at the beginning.
Yeah.
Dalton Lee
is a good tune.
It's a great tune. To me, I just think of it as like an alternate version of "Are You Going With Me?"
Yeah.
It's kind of it sounds similar, but it's not. It's a different track, and it's a great leitmotiv for the main character.
Like the one of the only melodies in this album. It comes back a lot.
Yeah. There's also the other melody.
Right.
This is not America.
This is not America. Pat's collaboration with David
Bowie.
Which is
but it's not on this album. I mean, the track, the backing track is the bow.
They both are actually.
Oh, wait,
the vocal version is on the album.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. The instrumental version is called Chris, and that's on the first side.
Oh, right.
And then side B opens with the David Bowie version.
Yeah, there's some great tracks. The ending track I love too. It's just like this like more of like this like ambient outro that's really cool. And
and then towards the end of the most of the second side is like these sort of like atmospheric like collages of different things.
Yeah, it's
you
cool.
can almost see the scene playing out.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. Yeah, it's some like weird like avant-garde orchestrion type stuff.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
but that's way before.
Which I have to think Lyle played a big role in.
Oh, definitely.
That. Yeah.
I mean, Lyle's big thing is atmosphere, but we'll get to that too because that is also Pat's thing. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I think B.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like a blazing original great Pat album full of great tunes, but it is the classic Pat Metheny Group sound.
Don't be teasing the audience like that.
It is the classic Pat Metheny Group sound, and you can never have too much of that, I think.
Okay, here comes.
There's your B.
Here comes another
big
one.
Get some use out of these things,
Here comes another big one. Can I take this one away?
Yeah, please.
All right. This is my favorite Pat Metheny album. Off Ramp, Pat Metheny Group. Oh my God, where do I even begin with this? Off Ramp. So this is one of the big, first big changes in the group. This is their third album, right?
This came after American Garage,
right? Which is crazy. So this is the big switch up because Mark Egan
is out.
And is replaced by Steve Rodby.
We got Rodby now. Rodby's Revenge.
Rodby's Revenge.
But Dan Gottlieb is still here.
And we also have Nana Vasconcelos. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Brazilian percussionist, berimbau player.
Vocalist.
And vocalist too. So he joins the group for a bit. And I think he really inspires the group because they use him a lot going forward a couple of albums. But he seemed to really I don't know.
He's pushing their sound in a new direction, maybe towards the direction of Still Life Talking and that stuff.
But yeah, this album is bizarre. This is a very strange album, which is partly why I love it.
Yeah.
It kind of takes you on a very so I think self-titled Pat Metheny Group is very cohesive.
Yeah.
It sort of paints this picture. I always think of a bright, sort of just I don't know, like something like San Lorenzo. It makes me think of somewhere just kind of a rural area, just some people just living their life, going through.
It's pastoral.
That opening of San Lorenzo, I get an image of a big sunrise.
Yeah.
It's just very it's just a very bright it's a great album to just listen while you're driving through the countryside. This one's very different. This one it's kind of the polar opposite.
It has dark moments. It has strange and ominous moments.
It has bright moments that are surprising, and it's it shouldn't work, but it does.
None of the tracks really seem to go together,
but in a weird way they do.
It's like a forest for the trees situation, man. When you step back, you look at the whole album. It is kind of singular. That's Off Ramp,
and it's so. Let's just go track by track.
Yeah, you kind of have to with this one.
Baccaroll, bizarre opening, kind of incoherent.
Kind of a Lyle Mays special. It seems like you've got this strange drum machine and these big pads.
Yeah, and the bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
And as well as Pat just noodling on his synth guitar.
Yeah.
Is also, I think is that the first appearance?
I think the synth guitar debuts here. Yeah, which is even more of an iconic sound than the Lyle Calliope synth patch. He'll keep bringing that out for the rest of his career.
Well, the Calliope synth patch also makes the debut here, which is funny, but it works.
It's very important.
And then Are You Going With Me followed up. It's one of the best tracks of all time. That's
one of my favorite Pat. Might be my second or third favorite Pat track.
Has one of the best solos. Just incredible atmosphere. This is oh God, just this is. Anytime I hear this track, I just think of driving through Boston at night.
It's a nighttime track, and it just has this incredible really slow build up. It just pulls you along, and then this crazy cathartic climax. If I could use a little alliteration.
Amazing. And then Ale took me a long time to get into.
Yeah.
It's very just
but it's kind of beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's very kind of meandering at first, but then the latter half is very pretty and very serene and atmospheric.
And it has some interesting, strange sounds.
Yeah,
too.
it's sort of all over the place, but it's very cool, very interesting.
I guess it must be Nana who's doing that kind of
In the background. Yeah. And then you have 18, which is a bop.
That's to me that's peak road trip fusion. What I was talking about earlier.
It has like great little subsections too. It sounds like just a really good Mario Kart track.
It does. Yeah. This is maybe his first Mario Kart track. And then what else we got? Off Ramp.
Off Ramp is one of his best.
One of his best free jazz
experimental. He has a melody.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of sing it. And then it's got that great like wind chime mallet percussion. Interlude.
Yeah. I think that's Nana.
Yeah, probably.
But no, yeah, this is a great track. I mean, definitely, I think it's one of his first like bigger like free jazz tunes as well. And it's so good. It's probably my favorite out of all of his free jazz tracks.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's really funny and it's good.
It's great, and it really fits the album. It's also the title track.
Yeah.
And then we have James. Oh
also
my
one
God!
of the best Pat Metheny tracks ever.
Yeah, great melody.
Yeah.
Just amazing melody writing. Homage to James Taylor.
That's right.
Also, I also connect the self-titled Off Ramp a lot because they both have like that. Like they have Jacko and PMG, and then they have James.
Oh yeah, they both have tribute
songs.
Yeah, interesting.
And then
James.
It ends with
what a beautiful melody.
Ends with the Bat Part 2, which. Another like
that's Darren Core.
That's
atmosphere.
It's an atmospheric ambient piece.
Yeah,
that's how it ends. It's just an extremely chaotic album that goes all over the place.
And then they just let you down easy at the end.
Yeah, it just kind of fades away. And like I just remember the first time I listened to it, I was like, "What the fuck? What the hell did I just listen to?" Like this is absolutely bizarre, but just it really just takes you on a journey. And it's not necessarily like there are dark moments in there, but it's like it just.
But it has humor too.
It has humor. It's a great like nighttime album, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta give it an S. I just think
this is an S tier.
This is an S tier. It's very hard to explain this album and why it makes me feel the way it does. Also, I mean, come on, the cover art.
It's great. It's a great cover. Yeah.
I
think all these three covers that we have in S are also S tier covers.
Yeah, very minimalist,
really iconic.
But they're all great.
Yeah.
All right.
A fantastic album. Let's see. I had something I was about to say about this one, and I forget now. Oh well, again, I feel like American Garage was totally the warm up for this. We're experimenting with sounds. We're trying something a little funny. This is when Pat starts to get funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think without American Garage, we wouldn't have been able to have this great album, this great follow up.
It just absolutely just. I mean, again, what else is to say about it? Just great. This is one of those ones where it's like you kind of just really have to listen to it to understand.
Yeah. And then like all the great Pat Metheny group albums, they dial in this incredible thing and then they move on to something else.
Exactly. Yeah. And speaking of something else, this is a very recent album.
Yeah, here's a new one.
From 2020.
From this place.
This one's pretty cool. You've got Pat on guitar. What else is new? You've got Antonio Sanchez on drums, who I think is one of the best drummers to work with. Pat, he kind of like brings what I love about Paul Wertigo and Dan Gottlieb together. Very rhythmic, but very flashy as well.
He's maybe got the most chops out of any of those guys.
Incredible drummer.
He takes these great long solos that engage you all the way through. And
I don't. Who plays bass on? I think this is a quartet, right?
This is his group that he was touring with for a while. It's Linda Mayo on bass.
She's great bassist.
She's great and like totally plays to his sound.
She has like some time to shine in like America Undefined.
Yeah. And then we got Willem Simcock on the keys.
Yeah, just great group. I'm trying to think. Does anything really stand out about this album? I think it's just a bunch of solid tunes. There's that one tune where From This Place where there's actual singing.
Yeah. Right. This has lyrics.
Lyrics.
I think the reason this album stands out for me is like there's a lot of stuff around this that feels a little more like jazz, a little more focused on the improvisation. And this feels like more like a Still Life Talking era Pat Metheny group album.
Yeah.
It's got arrangements. It's got like some orchestration.
Yeah.
He's kind of getting ambitious with like the scope of it again.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that in the 2020s because we don't see much of that around that time.
I do think it's a little like just because I'm having some trouble like remembering a lot.
There's
of
not
the
a lot of
tracks.
memorable tracks, unfortunately.
While I think it's still a very good album, I don't think it's entirely like super memorable. I think America Undefined's a great track.
Same River, I think I liked. That
Yeah,
might be
it's
one of those ballads. We got Pathmaker, I think was good.
I mean, I think it's just solid all the way through.
Yeah. But no big hits, not really.
Do you think B or A for this? Because it's just.
I think I would call this a B.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's definitely a very good album to listen to. Oh God,
here's where it gets interesting.
Next.
Yeah. Any last words before we move on to?
No, From This Place is great. I think it's definitely. I think it's a very good, just like modern Metheny album.
Yeah.
Just solid. It's definitely one. Maybe the more I listen to it, maybe I'll appreciate it more.
You'll figure out what your favorite tracks are.
Yeah. But it's good. I think it's solid. All right, you want to take this one away?
Yeah. Next up, certainly a like iconic standout moment in Pat's career.
I say this is more an infamous album for a lot of his listeners, but
It's Zero Tolerance for Silence, widely regarded as his worst album.
I listen. I do love the album cover.
It's a great cover. It's a great title.
It's a great title. Great cover.
And the greatness only continues from there.
All right. So
this is Pat's solo. I hesitate to call it a noise album. I think people who listen to Pat Metheny would call it a noise album, but there's more tone than noise. There's a lot of notes. It's not pure noise.
It's broken into 5 parts. I agree with you there that like at least the other sections there is a bit more of this like atonal.
Yeah, the A side is one long track, and then the B side you get these 4
like
kind
vignettes.
of like atonal counterpoints.
Yeah, like weird atonal counterpoints that don't make a lot of sense but are very interesting.
I think the harmony's kind of cool at some moments, and I think you can hear Pat's playing in it if you listen closely enough.
Yes, but
side A.
It's side A is just
18 minutes of shredding.
of just extremely distorted clipping shredding.
And unfortunately, I like noise. I was excited about a Pat Metheny noise album, and unfortunately there's not one of the things that's exciting about noise is like interesting new timbres, and this is really just distorted guitar all the way through.
And part 1 is just that. It's just nonstop, and it's just like no breaks. And I don't know. This was just probably not my favorite album, just because it's like, well, okay. I even said this in my review.
Yeah.
I was like, I 100% am for like the artistry of this album, and you know what it represents, what he was trying to do is great. Like, I'm not against that because I love avant-garde music.
Sure,
I've made my own like bizarre.
He wasn't quite ready to execute it though.
I just don't think it's executed the best.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing really about it that makes me want to listen to it again, besides those atonal pieces.
I kind of want to hear those a second time, see if I can develop more of an opinion on them.
Maybe in that regard, it's more of a C. I just kind of thought D because I'm like, do I really have any reason of ever revisiting this album?
We might have to put it in D, but I admire it and I'm charmed by it, you know?
Yeah, I'm not insulted by it.
But it's not a great album. It's not a very good album.
It's not. It's just not something you really want. I'd only put it in D because it's just not something I'd want to listen to. Like, I'd way rather listen to Song X.
Yeah.
But I love Song X.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing about it is as we continued through the albums after this one, I think there were 2 or 3 times that I said to you, this is what I wish Zero Tolerance for Silence was like.
Yeah.
And those will come up later.
I want to really like this album. But
I was disappointed by it.
Yeah.
I think I still like it a little more than you, but it's just because I love to root for an underdog. You know?
But
I think it belongs in D for dog, for underdog.
D for Zero Tolerance for Dilence.
That's right.
All right, up next is Trio Live. Now, Trio Live was made, I think, around the same time as Trio 99,
It was
right?
released later in the same year, which is 2000.
So this is basically the Trio album again, but now live, and it's a double album, so it's
double
longer.
album, more tunes.
Surprisingly, this one's really good.
We like this not like significantly more than Trio 99.
I am having a little hard remembering specific tracks, but that's because it's just so dense.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of like...
There's Pat classics in here.
Yes.
And there's some cool new tunes. But they play, for example, versions of Bright Side's Life. So May It Secretly Begin.
Right.
Great arrangement. They play James.
Yep.
They play Unity Village, which is one of my favorites from Bright Side's Life.
I remember the ending of this album was really weird too.
Yes. When you get to Faith Healer and Counting Texas, which are the last two tracks, those are both like kind of strange. This is actually one of those cases where I said, I think Faith Healer, for one thing, it's an 18-minute long track.
Yeah.
I would love it if this was the 18-minute long track on Zero Tolerance for Silence.
Yeah.
It's noisy, it's strange.
Yeah,
It has more interesting sounds and more Pat playing, more harmony.
Yeah, and the trio really locks in on this one. Like the Studio 99 album is good, but this really just captures like a different energy level.
Yeah, it feels like they've been playing together more.
Yeah.
And they've figured out their interplay a little better, and they do that great version of Giant Steps again.
Yep.
This is a better album for sure.
Yeah, definitely an A. I need to listen to this one again.
I would probably call it an A.
It's long, but it's just a lot of great tracks.
Yeah.
And
as his straight ahead albums go, this one had like a lot to chew on, a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's great. And I remember people talking about this one before, I think, saying it was a really good album, but yeah, very, very satisfied with that one. Oh, boy.
All right, what do we got here?
First Circle.
So this came after Off Ramp, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
We're kind of going in chronological order with the PMG albums.
Yeah, I think we are, kind of, yeah.
Let's see. We verified that.
Well,
Travels came in between, but then First Circle was next.
And then after that was Falcon.
It's Still Life, yeah.
Oh, no, wait, where's Falcon?
Oh, Falcon is... it's listed under soundtracks here. That's from 85, which puts it between First Circle and Still Life.
Okay.
The First Circle.
So First Circle, who else is on this album? I think...
good question. This is still Steve Rodby.
Yep.
Danny has departed, and now we've got Paul Wertico.
Yep.
And Pedro Aznar is here.
So, First Circle. So this one's kind of hard to talk about because this probably, out of all the Pat Metheny albums, this has the absolute worst flow.
Yeah, it's not greatly arranged on the album level. Yeah.
You start off with Forward March, which I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Pardon my French.
The source of the famous Pat Metheny line, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. It's like, it reminds me of almost like, anytime I hear it, I'm like, this almost sounds like a Charles Ives piece.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea of like, I remember one of my music professors talking about Charles Ives, and how his dad would like take him out to like listen to two different marching bands at the same time playing. That's what it almost sounds. It sounds like a fifth grade marching band.
And that's the idea of it.
It's cool. It's a cool idea. I'll give it that. But to open an album,
really strange opener.
Very strange opener.
Then they go straight into Yolanda You Learn,
Great
which
tune.
is like another classic Pat Metheny road trip fusion tune, I think.
Yeah, that one, I do like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Especially how it starts with it's just, I think, a great melody.
Yeah.
You got that, there's also that weird like...
Yeah, that's like a cool Lyle patch, and maybe Pedro's singing along with that.
Yeah.
That might be the highlight of this album for me.
Well, also the First Circle,
the title track,
which includes not just First Circle. It's
is that right? The album is called First Circle. The track is called The First Circle.
Yes.
Yeah, another little Pat Metheny oddity.
I think it's a great tune. It's in what is it? It's like a 11/4.
Yeah, you're the one that played it.
Yeah, 22/8. It's it's definitely like it's very rhythmically strange, but I mean,
so it's good enough that we both have the clap pattern in our heads still.
But also I did like this does have a lot of sentimental value for me because I played it in college marching band. And it's a great track.
It's a great track. It's definitely a standout PMG track.
Definitely.
But unfortunately,
it's followed up by
the whole album kind of hinges around it.
Because then what do you have after
If I Could, is that just like a regular old ballad tune?
I don't know. I
actually don't remember.
What's,
and then Tell It All.
And
then End of the Game, which like has some cool sounds.
It has a cool idea and cool sound, but just doesn't stick.
Yeah. Masala, which is like kind of a nice atmospheric tune, I believe.
Yeah.
That Pedro sings some words on.
Yep.
And then of course Praise, the closer.
Fucking Praise. The thing is, like, I listened to Praise again, and I'm like, I will say the ending is pretty great, because that's when Pat like kind of launches into a solo. Mm-hmm. But the rest of it is just like, Lyle, what are you doing?
Just Lyle's cheesiest melody.
Also using the calliope.
The calliope comes out,
and it's
just a strange, kind of boring tune for most of it.
And it's just very disappointing. It's just
they're trying to do some kind of pastiche of something, but it doesn't come off.
Yeah, it's just. This album's weird. I don't really.
Definitely the worst opener and closer of any Pat Metheny group.
Yeah. This is not it, Chief.
It's an odd album.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's
great
deep.
tracks.
There's a couple good tracks on here, but
I mean, I feel bad putting it in C because that title track is great. It's iconic. We might have to put it in C.
I'd prefer to listen to American Garage, man.
I prefer to listen to the Falcon and Snowman.
All right, I'll let you take this one away.
Yeah, well, I mean, we both have a great affection for this album, I think.
Yes.
This is Pat and Lyle, but it's not officially a PMG album.
No, but it's definitely important because they actually do play this a lot live. The PMG tunes the
PMG will play tunes from this.
Yes, yeah.
Let me find the dates here. This is from '81. Which places it where it's pre off ramp. Yeah,
and which makes sense because yes, it's Pat and Lyle, but also Nana Vasconcelos.
Is he on this record?
He is on this. I think he's playing percussion.
It's the three of them.
Drum set at some point. Also, we didn't even mention the name of the album. It's
As Falls Wichita, So Falls Wichita Falls.
Or we just call it Wichita.
Yeah,
I do like the whole title though. It's a great title.
Great album cover too.
Yeah, I don't.
This guy's like holding a phone receiver up to a telephone pole or something.
Yep, and there's a car in the distance.
Yeah.
I know this is probably my dad's favorite Pat Metheny album.
Yeah. This is. I think they say on here that these are like outtakes from PMG that they kind of smashed together into an album, but it wasn't really conceived as an album.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Let me see if I can find the. Remnants of compositions that they deemed unsuitable for the Pat Metheny group. After 3 years, they had settled on enough material to warrant the creation of an album.
Oh, okay.
And Pat says that this is the first time they used synthesizers extensively, which is kind of funny because there's a lot of synths on PMG self-titled, but Lyle's definitely this is where he's sort of experimentally developing his keyboard sound more.
This whole thing is Lyle City.
Yeah, Lyle City indeed, man.
I mean, the title track, which takes up the whole first side.
Yeah, it's a 20-minute long track.
I mean, this is definitely a very inspirational piece for me.
Yeah, I know that.
Multi-movement,
beautiful ambient soundscapes, drum machines.
Kind of this weird not frightening, but more just like just pulse pounding, like the boom boom. It kind of reminds me of Baccarat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The
yes, it has kind of thrilling moments and also like gentler, softer moments, and it totally takes you on a little journey.
It has this more introspective beginning, and then has that more like pulsing, like it feels more like you're on the run or something.
Yeah.
And then it ends with this beautiful like ambient, just like outro that takes up a good amount of the piece, but. Just really cool. One of my favorite long Pat pieces because it kind of just goes all over the place.
Yeah.
But it just again, like we were talking about earlier, it just really brings you on a journey.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this one a lot.
Yeah.
And then the other tracks on the album, I mean, Ozark is
the low point for me, but it's still a cool track.
Yeah. I like it. What's after that?
Well, then of course September 15th, which is. I think one of Pat and Lyle's most beautiful compositions. This track is really important to me.
I sometimes forget it's on this album just
Yeah.
because like
There's such a stacked lineup on this album.
I know. And the title track really stands out to me. But
Yeah.
this
Really
is
beautiful. I mean, incredible harmony and
It's a tribute to Bill Evans.
It's a tribute
right?
to Bill Evans.
Right. I think it's the day he died, September 15th.
That's right.
Very emotional. You can definitely tell that Lyle was definitely like pushing for this album. A lot of it. This is a very. I was gonna say this is a very Lyle centric album, but no, Pat. God, I keep screwing that up. It's a very Lyle centric piece, but no, Pat does.
Pat plays acoustic on this, I think.
Yeah,
this is like a more acoustic tune than the rest of the album.
It's just absolutely gorgeous piece.
Yeah, really pretty.
Rick Beato has a whole fucking video about it.
Is that right?
Yeah, he does. And then
It's For You.
Oh,
I don't know if you feel so strongly about this one, but this is like probably in my top 5, maybe top 3 Pat tunes.
I liked it when I first like listened to it, and then the more I've listened to it, I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
I love It's For You.
Really great melody, really cool progression. I love this tune a lot, and there's also part of the reason I love it is that Akiko Yano, the singer from Japan, plays a great version of it with Pat on one of her records, and that version is great too. And their brief collaboration, I think, is really cool, and I like her records a lot. So that has made this track stand out to me.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I'll play you that version when we're done with this. You'll probably like it.
What's the last track?
And then it closes with Estupenda.
Oh, that's
Grasa.
Right. That's right.
Which is pretty and also kind of funny.
Yeah,
The way that Nana is the singer on
this
one?
Nana.
The way that Nana sings along with it, because it's that familiar part of the melody is Amazing Grace, and then they kind of take it in a different direction, but they build you up to it with this intro, and then he goes, yeah.
That's right.
Which cracks me up every time. But if you can get past that, it's actually very pretty.
I think this album's an A. I don't know if you agree with that.
I'm tempted to put it S because it has 2, maybe 3 of my favorite Pat tunes ever.
I'm willing to compromise.
Looking at what's in S, I would probably call it an S minus myself.
Yeah, I think it's just this is kind of a weird exception because it's like I don't think all the tracks necessarily, because the only ones that I don't think necessarily land are like Ozark and Estupenda Grasa, but
that's 2 of 5 tracks.
It's 2 of 5 tracks,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they're not bad. They're still great tracks.
Yeah.
They're just kind of outliers.
And it's a cool moment for the group's sound, but it's maybe not so dialed in as like Off Ramp or Self-Titled. It's more experimental.
I'm willing to give this S minus.
Okay,
Because
that's great. That's where I want it.
What is really good with this album is amazing. I mean, September. You can't go wrong with September 15th.
Yeah.
It's For You or the title track.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. And
All classic tracks.
as a full package, I'd put this on any time. It's just a great album. Okay, up next we have Pat Metheny Group Quartet. This one was released. When was this?
This is in the around the turn of the century, I believe. Let me check.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, this is from '96 actually.
So this is from '96, and this album's interesting because at this point, Pat Metheny has been kind of going all over the place, like in terms of genre and scope. And this one sort of like reins it in a little bit and brings it back down to the quartet feel.
Yeah.
You've got Pat Metheny, Lyle Mays, Steve Rodby, and Paul Bartico. It's just pretty much their main lineup at the time.
Yep.
And going
after all those years of the like very orchestrated, very arranged albums, like
very maximalist.
Yeah, like Still Life, Letter from Home, Secret Story.
Which we'll get to.
This is post Secret Story, right?
Yes, I think so.
Exactly as you said. We get back to this kind of improvised, smaller scale. There's a lot of acoustic sounds on this record.
Yeah.
And I really like this one. This was your first time hearing this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So when I first saw the name, I was thinking it would be more of kind of like a return to form in terms of like the original Pat Quartet, but this was not what I was
It's something
expecting.
totally different.
It starts out as kind of just a lot of it's like just some good straight ahead tunes, which is cool.
When
to
We
hear.
Were Free
Yeah, it was,
is a tune that he'll play a few more times after this record.
Yep, and this is definitely like it's cool to hear the group more stripped down at this point and not playing like, just a bunch. Like, this is more very simple stuff. Well, at first.
Yeah.
So the weird thing about this album is that it starts out like just kind of like your typical straight ahead jazz, and then it just becomes this weird like avant-garde.
The whole like middle half hour of it
Yeah.
is like trashy, weird percussion sounds, drones.
Atonal, I listen to a lot on Mojave. That's a dark ambient tune.
Yeah.
Like that one's Steve Rodby too, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, and also like these very minimal, spaced out melodic tunes with not a lot of like jazz improvisation. The improvisation is a little more in the sound and how they play off of each other.
This album kind of feels like they were recording these tracks, and then midway through, Pat was like, "Oh, fuck it," and it just started like throwing shit at the wall because they were like, "This is so boring."
Yeah. So many cool, and again, like there's a lot of cool timbres and sounds, and a lot of it is acoustic. It's them experimenting with their instruments versus programming cool synthesizer sounds.
Yeah,
which is interesting and different.
Yeah, it's sort of like it reminds me of like prepared piano music.
Yeah, there's definitely some plucking behind the keyboard, which is cool. So that middle section was another one of those things that made me say, I wish Zero Tolerance for Silence was more like this.
Yeah, no, same. Definitely very cool album. Definitely one I want to revisit again.
And then you get out of the morass of the noisy stuff and you get Language of Time, which is like a great kind of high speed classic PMG banger.
I'm not sure where to put this one because I was thinking B, because it is it's a very particular album because it's one that I'm like, I don't know when I would put it on because while the first couple tracks are like, nice and easy to listen to, the rest of it is like, whoa, what the hell? What's going on?
This one a lot. For me, I think it's probably an A.
Really?
Yeah. I would pick it probably over these albums that we have listed in B. But just because I've spent some time with it and a lot of the tracks really appeal to me.
Yeah, I definitely need to get this one another listen just because it's like, I guess, because I was like, B has a lot of stuff that doesn't stand out, but there's a lot of stuff that stands out on this album.
Yeah.
It's very weird. I can go with A.
Compromise for now, and then we can come back to it when we have the whole list.
Yeah.
Make some moves. This list is looking pretty balanced so far.
I know. I'm liking it. All right, up next is 8081. This is Pat's, is this his third album?
Good question. Well, this came after Bright Size, Watercolors, after New Chautauqua.
Okay. Oh, this is his fourth album. Okay.
Is this pre Pat Metheny group?
Um,
It's his fourth solo album, but this actually came after PMG self-titled and American Garage.
Okay. So when did this one come out?
This came out in
1980. 8081. Duh.
That's right. So this is like kind of him striking out on his own from the Pat Metheny group after those first couple group records.
Yeah, so he
playing with some new people.
Yeah, so this is a quintet, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Well, sometimes some tunes are just a trio, and then he brings in the saxes on some of the tracks.
I don't know how many. I mean, Charlie Hayden is definitely a standout. I mean, he collabs with Charlie Hayden a lot.
Yes,
Charlie's a bass player,
and then Jack DeJohnette on the drums, who's a great drummer. I don't know if they play together that much.
Yep,
but he's a great drummer.
I think the biggest standout feature on this is why am I blanking on his name?
Michael Brecker.
Michael Brecker.
Yeah, it's funny that he shows up on a Pat album.
Yeah,
but he's not playing. As one of my friends from Magdan would say, he's not playing Brecker slop on this.
Brecker slop? I don't know what that is.
Well, he gets into this like very like pentatonic melodic fusion stuff later in his career. But this is like it's straight ahead jazz. It's like almost kind of bop-ish. A lot of it.
Yeah.
But there's some experiments too.
This is a long album.
It is a long album.
Double album. I do think of two folk songs a lot just because it's like 20 minutes long and it's kind of the same thing over and over again, but it's got some cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
I really like Michael Brecker's melody. Just trying to think. There's a lot on this album.
I think I remember Going Ahead, the closer, being a nice tune.
Yeah.
But maybe the most memorable thing is that this is where we get the Bat Part 1.
Yes, true. Great melody.
Which is...
Well, it's just the bat.
Yeah, it's the
just the
same.
bat.
It's the same tune, but it's not so like synthesizer ambient.
Yeah.
Arranged. This version of it is cool. I like this group. They play well together. I don't remember that many of the tracks that well, but
It's
I remember
very
liking.
long.
I remember liking the sound of the album.
Yeah,
And it's notable for being a step on the road to Ornette because Charlie Hayden was a frequent Ornette collaborator.
That's true. Did they play anything really strange on this one?
There might be like one free jazz tune on this one. Maybe Open. I don't really remember. Maybe
forget.
Pretty Scattered.
But I like this album. I think
And they actually play an Ornette tune as well. Turnaround. Is
okay.
Tune, so
yeah, I mean, I like this album. I don't think it's like anything to write home about. But I mean, I think the big thing I remember is that the playing was just really, really good on this album.
Yeah, great players. For me, I would rather put on Trio live, which makes me say this is maybe a B.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving on. Letter from Home. It's a great album. This is a great album. Yeah, pull up this one has a lot of tracks.
It does. Did we say, is this that one that was like towards the end of the vinyl era?
I think this is
like really packing how much you could fit on one disc.
Yeah, this is what 1989. This is the last vinyl.
This was his last vinyl release.
Yeah, this is the last vinyl release.
It's an hour long and it's on one disc.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
That is crazy because I have some copies of vinyls that shouldn't have or double albums, but they are. So I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were thinking. So this one, I mean, just I need the track list because I'm blanking. But
can you see it from over there?
Yeah, the first track is
Have You Heard?
Have You Heard? Fantastic track.
Good opener.
I think probably one of the better openers.
Just PMG at least. Yeah.
This album is it's who's involved with this one. This is a pretty big lineup.
I mean we got Pat Lyle, Steve Rodby, Paul Wertigo. Pedro's on this one, and then Armando Marçal is playing percussion.
Oh, interesting.
But Lyle's also kind of creating the impression of a large ensemble. He's playing like brass patches and strings and stuff over a lot of these tracks.
Yeah, this is just like a really cool album. What's after Have You Heard?
Every Summer Night.
Yep.
Is a pretty good melody. And then Better Days Ahead.
Oh my God.
I think a favorite Pat track for both of us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a I will say this version is a little weird with the
You don't like the Cuica?
No, I do. It's just kind of weird. It's just like it took me a little while to like what the hell's going on in this.
Yeah. But what a great melody.
It's it's so good. What else?
We got Spring 8 Here, which is a cool chill tune. 45-8, which is kind of a nothing, but it's a fun little gimmick tune. 557, I'm sure you like a lot.
Boom, boom, boom.
A little synth bass. Cool groove, cool melody.
Great melody. Yeah. Just, oh, God. So
and
good.
then Beat 70, of course.
Beat 70, the most Mario Kart sounding Pat Metheny track.
His best Mario Kart track. That's a great one. Dream of the Return is kind of atmospheric and cool.
Yes, that one's cool.
Are We There Yet? I don't remember that well. Vidala.
Is that the one that I don't know.
Are We There Yet? Oh, you might be right.
But if that's that, I do like that track a lot. But I don't remember.
But Slip Away is a cool one.
Did we say Vidala?
Vidala, yeah.
Yeah, great. I think that's the first time Pedro actually sings like words.
Yeah, or at least the first time he sings in English. Lost in the Maze of something or other.
Yes. Lost in the Maze of the Other, whatever it is.
Yeah. That's a cool tune. And then Slip Away is like almost kind of a pop tune.
Yeah.
It's got that nice backbeat groove. It's got a cool melody. I read recently that this was like kind of a big breakaway like radio airplay hit for them.
That makes sense.
Which is funny. But yeah, it's a pretty accessible tune.
And what's it ends with?
And then Letter from Home, the title track.
Yeah, right.
Which is beautiful.
Beautiful tune.
A great melody.
Just a
lot of hits on this album. It's like a little bit sprawling. It's a little exhausting to get through.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Secret Story. Whereas Still Life Talking felt like a little tighter. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of worth it because there's so many good tunes.
You think an A?
Yeah, probably an A.
Yeah. All right, I can finally see the edges.
yeah. The end is in sight.
So much to go.
But we've got a ways to go.
We can do this. No breaks.
Yeah.
All right.
We should get lunch after this, though. I'm getting pretty hungry.
Okay. Yeah. Travels.
Their first PMG's first live album of 2.
It's a double album. What was this released? Was this 1981? Or no, this was after Off Ramp, right? No.
Is that right?
No, it is after Off Ramp because
Off Ramp is 82. This is
83.
This is 83. That's right.
Okay.
Before First Circle.
A lot of cool live versions of tracks on here.
A great version of Are You Going With Me that really rivals the original, I think.
Yeah, the solo on this one is, if I remember,
different.
It's a little incomprehensible, but like
it's like a little more aggressive and a little more wild. Yeah, but it's a cool solo.
They do Phase Dance on this one. They do San Lorenzo. They do Wichita,
which ends up sounding a lot. That one ends up sounding a lot like the album, right?
Yes and no. I will say I definitely prefer the album version because while I do like this version, it has some issues. Like there's just some weird timing and sync things.
Yeah, because Wichita is really a studio track. I'm surprised they even tried to do it live.
Yeah, but still cool that they did.
And then some great new tunes on this. Song for Bilbao.
Oh my God, I love Song for Bilbao.
Straight on Red.
Is Song for Bilbao, is that a Pat Metheny tune or is that a Michael Brecker tune? Because I'm pretty sure I came across that on a...
I think Brecker must have covered it because it's a Pat Metheny tune.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love that one. What is it?
Straight on Red.
Straight on Red is fantastic.
Funny, cool tune.
Yeah.
Farmer's Trust, I remember being pretty good. The title track is not that memorable to me. But I think it had a good melody.
I think overall, just a solid live album.
Yeah,
a lot of great playing, a lot of just great tunes, and the new tunes, like especially Straight on Red. And,
yeah, it doesn't get tired. It's not like a live album that's like I'm hearing the same old tunes that sound basically like the album. It's not like that at all.
Yeah,
good new takes, good new tracks.
I love the Song for Bilbao melody.
Yeah, that's a really good melody.
I think an A.
Let's see. I'm kind of thinking A or B. I'll probably go A. I think I agree.
Yeah. All right. Next up is I'm forgetting the name of this one.
I remember Map of the World is the name of the track. I don't know if it's
Map
the name
of the World. That's it.
Oh yeah, that is the name of the album.
This is another Pat Metheny OST album.
That's right.
This is for a movie, A Map of the World. I think
starring Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver's in it. What's her name? Is in it?
Who else is in it? Let's see.
I'm blanking
Julianne Moore.
Yeah, Julianne Moore is in it.
Yeah. We should watch this sometime.
Yeah, it seems like a very interesting. Seems like a very interesting movie, just like Falcon and the Snowman.
Yeah. Very different movie than that, though.
Yeah. This is mostly just. I don't think Pat really plays much guitar on this one, like a bit.
It's a lot of like short instrumental cues that he arranged.
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of them are very pretty.
Yes, a lot of them are very, very pretty. The harmony writing is very cool on this album.
Yeah.
There's great orchestration. There's one track on here in particular I think about a lot. Hey, Jackson. No, I'm just saying hey.
How you doing?
Which one was it? Oh, good God. Oh, good golly.
Soliloquy, maybe? I think I like that one.
Oh, yeah, it's Soliloquy.
Yeah.
Just has like really interesting harmony writing that like I gotta like listen to it with you because I have like a skit going on in my head for it, just like our old skits in high school.
Cool.
But it just how it's like it just has this like, and then like just like it goes from like beautiful to tragic.
It sure sounds like a film score.
Yeah. There's that one cool like Steve Rod bit with like the beat.
Oh yeah, he plays like a groove and bass line for one of these tracks.
Yeah,
and there's like a hip hop groove over it.
Yeah, I think overall just very pretty, very pretty. This would be a great one to listen to like driving through countryside. Just
sure, yeah,
very pretty.
But not a lot of memorable tunes.
Yeah, nothing really memorable. I think B is warranted.
Yeah, probably B.
Just because I really do. there's stuff on here I really do like.
Yeah, it's on the line of a C, but I'm willing to call it a B, I think.
All right. Metheny Meldau Quartet. Now, this one's interesting because we praised the first Metheny Meldau a lot.
Love Metheny Meldau. This was a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, because Metheny Meldau had like these fantastic, just those two quartet pieces are great, and I was like, oh man, a whole
Can't wait
album
for some more of that.
Whole album with these quartet tunes, hell yeah! And honestly, it's just
not that memorable.
Yeah, nothing.
Still great playing, but not great tunes, I don't think.
Yeah, there's just nothing that really sticks out. It just kind of came off as more of a traditional Pat quartet.
Yeah.
Like nothing really stood out. I mean, it's still great to hear Brad and
I like,
Pat play.
Santa Cruz Slacker was a fun tune. Secret Beach was a fun tune.
That sounds like a Donald Fagen tune.
It does.
Santa Cruz
it
Slacker.
does. But yeah, not a lot of standout tracks. And comparing it directly to the duo album, it barely stands up.
Yeah. I think C, because I just don't really remember anything from this album.
Yeah, C, because it was such a disappointment.
Yeah.
If the duo album didn't exist, maybe it would be a B, but really kind of a letdown.
All right. Oh, wow. The Way Up.
The Way Up.
The last Pat Metheny Group album.
That's right. When is this from?
2000 something.
2000 something.
2006 or 2005, I think.
It's from 2005.
2005. Last one they ever made. This is just pretty simple in terms of the lineup. It's
Pat
Metheny,
Lyle,
Steve Rodby, and Antonio Sanchez.
And then they're accompanied by Kuong Vu on.
Oh, right, he's important later.
Mostly on the trumpet. Yeah, and he'll come into play more later. But he has a couple great trumpet solos on this record, which is unusual because
does he come into play later or just come into play now?
Well, this is where he makes his first appearance.
Yes,
I think he does more and more interesting things later.
Yes.
But he does do some great playing on this record, and it's kind of strange to hear Pat play with a wind player. It doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, you don't hear
wind
that.
Soloist.
I mean, well, in terms of like saxophone, yeah, you do hear that a good amount. I guess
occasionally.
Brass, you don't really hear way too much.
Yeah.
Except for Lyle's brass stabs on the keyboards.
Right. But so the crazy thing about this album is that it's one long, it's about an hour long, one long composition. It's broken up into parts. And there are tunes in there. There are melodies. But it's definitely not like a classic style PMG album. Yeah, it's a different thing.
The more like I do like the idea of like a super long form Pat Metheny Group album because it's 3 parts.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great stuff in there. But again, there's nothing really that necessarily stands out.
I think it's harder when there aren't tracks with titles to lock onto your favorite moments like that. I think this album is very well regarded. People talk about this as if it's one of the best PMG albums. And I think it won a Grammy also.
What Pat Metheny
not
album
that
has
means anything. He won a lot of Grammys.
Yeah.
But for me, I think I need to spend more time with it before I get what the big fuss is about. A lot of great playing, some cool moments, but it doesn't rank that highly for me. I could give it maybe a B. Yeah,
I think same. I think the concept is really cool.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of great moments, but again, it's nothing like I don't wake up and be like, I want to listen to part 2 today.
Yeah.
You know? So I think B is warranted for this one.
Nice little bell curve going here.
Oh, Jesus. One of the worst Pat Metheny covers, I think.
That's Imaginary Day, right?
Imaginary Day. This one is also kind of weird. This is a Pat Metheny Group album.
This is from 97. It's their third to last album.
There is some cool stuff on here. Just remind me of the track list.
Yeah, Imaginary Day, the title track comes first.
That one's pretty cool.
Follow Me, Into the Dream.
Follow Me, I do like that one.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's the one I was thinking about earlier. The ba ba da da ba da da.
Oh yeah.
I do like that one a lot. Into the Dream.
That one's cool.
I do like that one. It's because it's his Picasso guitar.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I wonder this can't be the first time he brought out the Picasso guitar, but
maybe at a studio setting. I think
maybe.
I'm not sure. Probably not live though.
Yeah. The Heat of the Day. I remember being pretty good.
Yep.
Across the Sky. And then the big hit for both of us, I think, is The Roots of Coincidence.
I will say, though, I remember the first time I listened to that one, I was like, this is such a cool track. And then upon further listens, I was like, okay, this is like, it's cool. But it is just kind of like a Pat Metheny tune for most of it. Like he is just kind of like soloing in the way he usually does. He doesn't do anything like super like interesting, but I will say like the distortion on this.
It's
like,
a different sound than he's done on anything else.
Yeah, it's a cool track.
This is like kind of an experimental Pat record. There's some familiar stuff, and they try out some new sounds. And I don't think there are any tunes for me here that rival like the great classic PMG tunes.
No, I think it's
but
another
it's a cool
beat, yeah.
record. Do we look at the lineup on this? It's kind of a big lineup.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Pat,
yeah.
Lyle, Steve, and Paul, sort of the current Pat lineup, and then a bunch of percussionists. Mark Ledford is a vocalist who I think worked with him before this.
Yeah, I think
maybe
Mark
on Still Life Talking, actually.
Wait, did Mark?
He was on Still Life Talking and We Live Here.
Wait, go back to Mark Ledford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he died. Okay, I think I know which one that is then. I think he also played brass.
Okay.
Yeah.
David Blamirez. Yeah, kind of a big lineup for this. Oh, and this is the final appearance of Paul Wertico.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
So yeah, cool album that tries some cool things. Not as memorable as some of the other PMGs. Would you call it a B? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Next up is the first Orchestrion album,
which we already did some talking about.
Yeah. I mean, great tracks. I love the title track.
It's cool. It's an original idea.
Yes. Spirit of the Air is great.
Yeah.
Soul Search is on that one too, I think.
I believe so. That's a great tune.
Yeah, I think
it's
this
just 5 long tunes.
Yeah, and just hearing the Orchestrion is like pretty cool. Nothing like super like insane other than the title track.
Yeah, and the concept is kind of insane, but I think we agree that the live album is better.
Yeah.
Points for pioneering with this one, but he would later top it. B? C?
Yeah, B.
I think it's a B too.
Yeah, I don't think it's C. All right, next up, I think that's Tokyo Day Trip.
Day Trip, which is the live album that followed Day Trip.
Yeah, Day Trip's over here.
I remember. Is that a quartet? That's a trio.
Yes. So Tokyo Day Trip is a trio. It's Chris McBride on bass
and Antonio Sanchez on drums.
Right. I really do the Day Trip albums. We'll talk about the studio one, but I do like the live that's not really a live version because these are all different tracks from the studio album version.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think any of these appear. These are like it's kind of like a bonus album. It's technically an EP.
Yeah,
but it's like
40 minutes long.
Yeah, so I don't really call it an EP.
I think I believe I liked this one a little bit better than the studio album.
Yeah, but they're kind of on equal playing field for me.
Yeah.
I really liked Trosmo.
Yeah.
There was another one on here I really liked.
Backarm and Black Charge, I think was pretty cool.
Yeah, that one was sick.
Yeah. Just good playing, cool tunes.
I think B.
Good trio.
Yeah.
Love to hear from Antonio, I can never really say anything bad about Antonio.
Thank God we did this out of order.
Yeah.
All right, Unity Band.
This is the first Unity record, is that right?
The first Unity record. This is another this is a quartet, right?
I think that's right. Yes.
Who's on this one?
This is Antonio again, and then we have I think Ben Williams is on bass and Chris Potter plays winds.
Oh yeah, no keys on this? Oh yeah, I guess no keys
on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Unity Band, another like quartet album. Some pretty cool stuff on here. I really like that one Orchestrion piece that's on this.
Yeah.
That's definitely a highlight for me.
Break Dealer, I remember being a very cool tune.
What was the Orchestrion piece called?
It's called Signals.
That's it. Signals was really cool.
Leaving Town, I liked. There's some good melodies on this one. Remind me what we kind of agreed about our ranking of the Unity albums as a whole, and I think this one was in the middle.
Yeah, this is the first one. It's like it's good. I think it's a solid album. It's got some good tunes on here, but overall, it's like again, there's nothing like super stand out about it. Just great. Like
yeah, this is like a period of Pat's career playing with these particular guys, and and they came up with some great tunes, but it wasn't a very I wouldn't call it an experimental period.
No. What would you?
Maybe a B for this.
No. Sorry. When did this one come out?
Oh, sure. This is from 2012.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I think B. I think B's warranted for this one.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. It's warranted.
You got warrants.
Where's my warranty? Cool. Up
Still
next,
live talking.
Still live talking. This one
Back to a classic.
we've been talking about this one enough. All
Right.
right,
It's such a reference point for everything else.
it is. So this album. So I'm just gonna go out and say it. This should be an S.
I'm not arguing with that.
Well, no, I'm saying it should be an S in a perfect world.
Oh, I see where you're going.
It should be an S in a perfect world. This came out in what, 1987?
This is from 1987. That's right.
I mean, you have probably some of the best Pat Metheny tracks of all time on here. You start with Minuano, which is iconic. Also played that in the marching band.
Right.
Great opener.
And it totally introduces you to the new like Lyle Mays sort of pseudo orchestrated like big scope, complicated arrangement, but it's got those great classic Pat melodies in there too.
Right, and this is a very complicated album in terms of the arrangement. It's
Yeah.
I think so much is going on in this album.
Totally.
But it's not. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming. It's like it kind of guides you in, especially
with great catchy melodies.
Right.
Yeah.
And then So May It Secretly Begin, one of his best tracks.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just the melody.
One of my favorites for sure.
Definitely one of my favorite melodies of all time.
Yeah. And a cool bass line.
And then It's Just Talk is after that.
Another great melody.
All right. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Last Train Home. Another great melody.
Yeah.
Iconic. Very emotional.
Yeah.
The fact that Paul Wertico is just like a machine in that one, just playing the snare with the brushes the whole time is insane.
Yeah. Beautiful melody.
Beautiful track.
Great solo on that track.
It's Just Talk
It's
is
Just
also
Talk is a jam.
a jam. Third Wind.
Great vocals on. Who's the vocalist on this record? This is
I think that's Mark
Ledford is here. David Blamirez is here.
Yep.
Armando Marcal is here. Probably Mark Ledford doing the lead vocals on that one, but kind of in the Pedro style. Great vocals on It's Just Talk.
Third Wind also has we play that also in
Big
Marching
Mario
Band.
Kart moment.
Amazing track.
Yeah.
3 distinct movements. There's so much weird shit going on in that one, like the typewriter and the marimba.
Yeah.
Just also one of my favorite Pat solos is in like the first part.
It's a good solo. That's the one that starts with like 4 measures of straight 16th note solo break.
Yeah.
That's a cool solo.
I think so.
It's 5 all-time classics right in a row.
So
the album up.
If those were just the 5 tracks, it'd be S tier.
Yeah.
However, I don't know, for some godforsaken reason, they then follow it up with Distance, which is a cool track, but it sounds like it belongs in Pat Metheny Group Quartet.
Yeah, or Off Ramp or something.
It's very strange.
It's like a spooky ambient tune.
Yeah, and then it finishes with
In Her Family.
In Her Family, which is a nice little like ballad, but
it's got a nice melody, but like Letter From Home ending with that title track works because it has kind of like a hopeful tone.
Yeah.
And this is like a little bit dark and sinister. This
yeah.
one. It's a strange closer.
I just don't know how I feel about the ending, and for that reason, it's an S-. It's just
this weird drop off in energy.
Yeah. Like again, the beginning is lightning in a bottle. It's like just 5 back-to-back like stellar tracks.
Just hard to beat any of those.
And I know that putting it S- might be like some controversial to some people because this is some people's all-time favorite for good reason.
Yeah, this was like a huge moment in PMG history, I think.
But if we're just judging it from the standpoint of being an album,
yeah,
it's not S tier. It's S-.
Yeah, interesting. I think if I were doing my tier list, I would still put it in S, but I want to give you this one because I think it's an interesting point of comparison, and I follow your argument.
Yeah. Thank you, Jackson.
But a great album, and then, sets up what we would see in Letter From Home, and then kind of when they would later jump the shark with Secret Story, which we'll be talking about soon. but definitely like a Pat Metheny group benchmark.
Yes.
And what do we got here? Is this
What's it all about?
What's it all about? What's it all about?
So yeah, this album it's cool. So this is only one of a handful of like purely Pat Metheny solo albums.
Right.
Is this one you mentioned? No, he's not playing baritone guitar on this one. This is just regular acoustic, I think.
He plays some baritone. I think it's mostly baritone.
Oh, okay. When did this come out?
I think he also overdubs himself a little bit on this one. It's 2011.
2011, and this is an interesting album because this is like his only like purely cover album, which it's
Right,
just
there's not one Pat Metheny tune.
No, it's just all covers. Like I really like the beginning with Song for Silence or
The Sound of Silence.
Song for Silence. Sound of Silence. Sorry, I'm tired.
Song for Silence is what Pat would call it, probably.
Song for Silence.
But yeah, that's a great version. I love that Burt Bacharach tune, Alfie.
Yeah,
so I love to hear him do that. Kind of a cool version of Girl from Ipanema.
He has a cool version of what's that?
And I Love
Beatles,
Her.
Yeah, and I Love Her, the Beatles tune.
Yeah, and also some tunes that I don't really recognize, but it's cool to be introduced to them.
It's good. It's very good playing, very cool arrangements, but it's not something.
It's a Pat Metheny solo cover album. It's not what we're looking for, really.
I think a C.
I would probably give this a C too.
Yeah, it's
good.
It's
great for what it is.
Yeah, but it's just not it's not really what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. This is the
Road to You.
The Road to You. So this is another live album. This is
PMG's second live album.
When did this one come out? This is late 80s, I think.
Yeah, this is post Still Life Talking.
Post Still Life.
Yeah, Still Life was 87, Letter from Home was 89. This came out in 93 after a significant break. They must have just been touring Letter.
So from what I remember for this one, there's some like cool covers or just like live versions of Pat tracks. But again, nothing that other than the live version of Better Days Ahead, which I love the live version of this of this track on this album. Again, nothing super standout.
A lot of it, what I remember is that a lot of it sounded really close to how it sounds on the album.
They were really trying to like make sure it like sounded like the album. Which
I guess that's like in the Still Life Talking era, that's the way it goes because the arrangements are so complex and that's what people want to hear. But certainly not as interesting an album as Travels. There's a couple new tunes here.
Oh,
Half-Life of Absolution, I remember being kind of cool.
Yes.
And a great title.
I think one of the best Pat Metheny titles. Also, I really like it because right now I'm playing Doom 64, which originally was going to be called Doom the Absolution.
Oh, cool.
So then you have Half-Life of Absolution. That's so sick.
Yeah, it's a great title. It's a great title and a pretty good tune. But this is not really a standout to me. I love a lot of these tunes, but I would rather listen to Still Life and Letter from Home.
Yeah. Cool version of Third Wind on this one, too.
Oh, yeah? I don't really remember.
Yeah, but I
call it a C, I think.
Really? I guess it doesn't really stand out.
It just doesn't have that much going for it. As far
as I think it'd allow C, just because it's... Yeah, there's just nothing really going on.
As a greatest hits album, that's pretty great. If you didn't know Still Life Talking and Letter from Home, this would be a great album.
All right. Oh, we got another banger.
We Live Here.
We Live Here. This is a very cool album.
This is actually the next PMG album.
Yeah, right after.
95.
Yeah, this is right after. What was it? What were we talking about beforehand?
The Road to You.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, you get Letter from Home, you get Road to You, and then you get We Live Here, which is. To me, it's like with Still Life Talking and Letter to You, they settled into that like orchestrated, like big scope, arranged sound. And then this is them trying to break into something new again. Yeah,
and this one's really cool. This has a lot of great tracks on it. The first track,
Here to Stay.
Here to Stay is great.
To the End of the World.
To the End of the World.
Red Sky, I Know You Love.
I love Red Sky. It's such a cool track. One of Pat Metheny's best solos.
Yeah.
I do love The Girl Next Door. It's like a hip hop track. Which is
There's a lot of like hip hop type of grooves on this album.
Yeah.
Which is, I wonder who's kind of leading the charge on that. We have Paul Wertico on drums.
Oh yeah, there's the episode D'Azur, which is really cool as well. A lot of electronic stuff on this. A lot of like drum machines. A lot of like drum loops.
Yeah.
Cool synths.
Cool
just,
synths.
Again, just great playing overall.
Some new sounds.
This is the most. I think this is the most electronic album. Electronic Pat Metheny album. Very, almost like
very possibly.
Almost like very like every track is very dancey too. Like you can dance. To
You know
each one
what?
of these.
It's 95, dude. This is like This is a very 90s album.
Yeah, this is peak 90s, but I love it.
I love it too. Yeah,
it's kind of cheesy, but there's some great stuff. I think A.
I think A.
Yeah,
I agree.
Great.
We haven't really had a big disagreement yet. That's funny.
No, well, we've kind of already talked a lot about this, like each album. Like,
yeah.
But
this is Day Trip, is that right?
Day Trip. I don't really have much to say about it because we already talked about Tokyo.
We talked about Tokyo Day Trip.
I think it's on the same level. Great playing, same people, just in a studio setting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think B is good for Day Trip.
That's where we put Tokyo?
Yeah. I think I'd prefer Tokyo Day Trip, but they're still pretty much on the same level for me.
Yeah, pretty close. None of these tunes really stand out to me.
No.
I love that there's a track here called Is This America?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
When he has another track called This Is Not America.
I remember there was some cool stuff on here, like, what was it? Oh, the red one.
The red one is good.
Yeah, it had like just some distorted guitar.
Let's Move, I think I like.
Let's move, let's dance.
Yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, not a super memorable album.
But B's
Put
good.
that in B.
No!
Sorry. He's getting a little full there. Hey, we're down to one row.
Cool. You're almost there, buddy. All right.
Moondial.
So this is Pat's.
Is this his most recent album? Well,
This
Side Eye aside.
No. This is the most recent, second most recent album, most recent solo album.
Okay, yeah.
So this one's all just him playing the baritone guitar.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think there's some solid tracks on here. I think he really takes advantage of playing the baritone guitar on this. There's a lot of cool bass tones.
It's a beautiful sounding instrument, and he pulls a lot of cool harmony out of it.
This is 2024, right?
This is from 2024.
Yeah, I think just some cool tracks on here, and just I was like walking my sister's dog through a forest in Maine while I was listening to it, and I was like, it's
kind of a relaxing album.
Yeah, very relaxing.
Which I makes sense with the theme. I think he says that these are tunes that he wrote like just after waking up or something like that.
You're gonna say just after 9/11 or something?
No, no.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks watching at home.
But yeah, it's a nice calm album, and there's some covers on here too. He does the Chick Corea tune "You're Everything," which I like. Yeah. He plays another Beatles tune.
Oh yeah, which one does he play on this one? Is it
Here, There, and Everywhere?
Right. Yeah, there's
a few standards.
This is
pretty well balanced album.
I think B is good for this one too. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm willing to call it a B.
Yeah.
Do we like this one better or worse than Dreambox?
Well,
I think I liked it a little better.
Oh yeah, I like.
But
we'll
get there. We'll get there.
We'll talk about. We'll get to Dreambox. So we'll get there. I'll tell you, buddy. Now
we got Rejoicing.
Yep. Oh,
you can't really see it here because the B tier has gotten a little too big. But
yeah, Rejoicing. I remember I picked this one up from some record store, and I remember my first listen. I was like, sort of like, what the hell is going on in this? Because it starts pretty straight ahead. It's just a trio album. This came out in 84. This is after Off Ramp.
It's kind of a successor to 8081.
Definitely. It's got some good straight ahead tunes on here. It's got Charlie Hayden again and Billy Higgins
on drums, which might I add was also a frequent Ornette Coleman collaborator.
Oh
so
wow,
this is another step on the road to Ornette.
So some pretty good straight ahead tunes on here, but then it gets pretty wacky. Like going forward, because you've got tracks like Humpty Dumpty's pretty fun.
Yeah, actually, they play 3 Ornette tunes on here.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Blues for Pat's like pretty cool.
It starts out like just kind of like swinging tunes, and then they get a little more free.
Yeah.
But then isn't there like a really far out like noisy
the
free
calling
improv? The calling.
The second to last. It's like I think it's the longest track on the album.
It's 10 minutes long, and it's.
Okay,
it's out of tune. It's strange.
If there's any track that I would say should have been Zero Tolerance for Silence, it's The Calling.
The Calling is a great track. I agree with you on that.
It's extremely harsh. It's a little hard to listen to,
but it's really cool.
It's really cool. It's not even free jazz. I don't know what I would call it.
No, it's like a little more. It's a little more about the timbre and the like arc of the tune than it is about improvisation.
Right.
We totally forgot about the pointers.
I know. We've been
put this one over here, put this one over there, and then bring this one down here.
It's all right.
That's fine. Yeah, Rejoicing, cool. As a whole, it like has kind of a cool arc and represents a cool spot in his development.
What's the name of the last track on there?
Waiting for an Answer.
Yeah, that one's cool too because it's also this weird, like, kind of more ambient, like, atmospheric ending
Yeah.
to like a very strange album.
I like this. I have some affection for this one. It's an odd kind of out of the way album at this moment in his career. But
Do you think A or B for this?
I think I like it more than 8081, but just a little bit more. I would probably still call it a B.
Okay. Yeah, let's just put it in B.
The Calling is really cool. The Calling is an A.
I remember the first time I listened to The Calling, I was like disturbed by it, but that was only because I was like playing it on my my parents' house.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to listen to more straight ahead like jazz. So when that came on, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, is this remind me what this one's called?
This one
This is the second to last PMG album, is that right?
Yeah. Why am I also blanking? It's
Speaking of Now.
Great album. This sort of like I kind of, when I first listened to it, it's sort of a return to form, very atmospheric, a lot of stuff going on. This is Antonio Sanchez's first appearance.
Is that right?
Replacing Paul Vertigo.
Lyle Mays is here, of course. Steve Rodby is here.
This is, I from what I remember, it's like
Kuong Vu is here. This might be his debut too.
Oh yeah, playing trumpet on this. Can you go back up to the
track list?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything. Wait, what's that middle one? You? Oh yeah. There's a couple of tracks on here. I think the second to last one. What's that one called?
Afternoon.
Yeah, that one has just singing on it.
Yeah.
You know, this is a pretty cool album.
The Gathering Sky I liked.
Yeah, I think this one I would have to like listen to again, but I remember like there's a lot of great melodies on this one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like PMG fatigue.
Yeah.
I didn't find it super memorable, but there were definitely good tracks.
I was originally thinking A, but I don't know how much I necessarily remember from this album.
I would probably call it a B. I rank it similarly to Imaginary Day.
Yeah.
In terms of those late PMG albums.
I did like it. It did, in some ways, it did seem a return to form though. After like
it's less experimental than Imaginary Day, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think B is good.
Okay. Cover art, a D. One of his worst covers.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like the cover art on that one at all.
Of all the collage albums, I'm not that fond of Still Life, but it at least is pretty striking. But I feel like he starts to go downhill with like Letter from Home is like a little bit confused. We Live Here is okay, but this one is like a real.
Oh, we haven't.
It looks like clip art.
We haven't gotten to Secret Story.
Yeah, the very worst one is yet to come. I don't know if that's the very worst.
Well,
one,
right now, ironically, we have probably one of my favorite album covers.
Yeah.
Watercolors. How is it taking this fucking long to talk about watercolors?
Yeah, what a refreshing break from some of the less exciting
slop.
stuff. The Pat slop.
Oh my God! So Watercolors is his second album. This is right after Bright Size Life.
And this is the first appearance of Lyle.
Yes. Well, not only that, but this is sort of a proto Pat Metheny group album because not only that, it has Dan Gottlieb on drums.
Gottlieb, yeah.
And then there's Eberhard Weber.
Eberhard Weber is the only member that differs from that PMG self-titled lineup.
His playing is very reminiscent though of Jacko and Mark Egan though, so it doesn't.
Yeah, he sounds a lot like Mark Egan. Yeah,
doesn't really feel out of place. It's that fretless tone.
Yeah, this
is a really cool album. So this one is interesting because we talk a lot about Lyle Mays and atmosphere, but this album, Pat really shows like his taste for atmosphere as well.
Yeah, some of this Pat solo tracks like Ice Fire, or my favorite Oasis. Yeah,
really, really like just mesmerizing tracks.
Pretty, really spaced out, but they still have melodies.
Right. And the other thing with this album, just like the actual quartet group tunes are fantastic. They remind me of
Lakes,
Watercolors.
Yeah.
What was another one on there? That's
River Kwai.
Maybe
it's River Kwai.
And
I'm thinking of that movie, Bridge Over the River Kwai.
Yeah. And last album, which is Sea Song.
Yeah, Sea Song. That's a cool track.
You can really hear like this is a really cool album because it's kind of shows you what's to come with Pat Metheny. These tracks are the quartet tunes are the most similar sounding to the Pat Metheny group album,
self-titled.
Yeah. Than anything else he recorded, which is really cool and just great tracks, great melodies, and
it goes a lot of different places. It's got the kind of ambient solo stuff. Sea Song is like kind of a big scale ambient tune.
Yep.
And then you got some grooving classic quartet tunes.
I absolutely love the
Florida Greeting Song is even like a little bit of the Ornetti melodic free jazz.
There's those
stuff.
cool two suites near the end. I love the water theme. Everything is named after water.
Yeah, it's kind of thematic, and even though they go these different places, I was going to say it flows well.
Yeah.
It feels like a consistent album and a great cover.
This is and again a great predecessor for what's to come.
Can we give this an S minus? Are you willing to give this an S minus?
S
All right.
minus.
I love
great.
this album.
I love this album too. It's fantastic, and it's one that grows on me every time I listen to it.
Yeah.
Yes. Next up is
that's Dreambox.
That's Dreambox.
Yeah.
Dreambox is it's another
solo album. This came immediately before Moondial.
Is this also 2024?
I think it was the year
2023.
before. This is 2023. Yeah.
So this album is also another baritone guitar solo album, but this one also it features Pat Metheny, then overdubs.
He plays some electric.
Yeah. I think the biggest compliment I can give this album is definitely his most relaxing.
Yeah.
Most just like this is great to just like it's very soothing, it's very great. This is best like background music that you don't really have to pay attention to, but if you do, there's like some cool jazzy stuff in there.
Right.
But it's a C. It's
definitely a little bit less memorable than Moondial. No really standout tunes to me. I'm looking at the list now, and I don't really remember any of these. He does a cover of that tune from the Black Orpheus, which is cool. But yeah, I call it a C too.
Yeah. Cool. And then we have One Quiet Night. So this one is pretty cool. So this is actually this is Pat's second solo album, which is funny because it was released like 20 something years after New Chautauqua, which we'll get to New Chautauqua.
If we're not considering Zero Tolerance a solo album.
Oh, that's true. Forgot about that.
Yeah, One Quiet Night is from 2003.
Yeah, this one has some. Is this also baritone guitar?
I think it is.
This is a lot of higher energy tunes, which is something I really appreciate, like Song for the Boys.
Song for the Boys.
That's the one that really stands out to me. But I think there's just a lot of great melody writing, a lot of great harmony on this one.
There's some really cool harmony around the middle of the album. Peace Memory.
Yep.
I Will Find the Way, North to South.
Yeah, I remember North to South was really cool as well. The cover of Last Train Home on here was
cool version of Last Train Home. Yeah. Very offbeat.
Yeah, I remember that one being kind of.
It's
weird.
almost hard to pick out the melody at first. But,
yeah.
And then there's a few covers. I like this version of Don't Know Why. This is made famous as a Norah Jones tune, but he does a nice version. I like this album a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been thinking about it, and I think this is him at maybe his most harmonically like experimental and inventive since Bright Side's Life.
I might have to give it another listen because this album didn't really stand out to me. I mean, it's still some really good tracks.
It's a solo album, so it doesn't grab you in the same way. But he plays a lot of cool notes.
That's a bold claim, considering the one solo album we haven't talked about yet.
Well,
Jackson.
yeah. Well, I guess what I mean is it's a solo album played entirely on one instrument.
Yeah.
It doesn't have textures to grab you the same way. But I'm very fond of it. I would probably give it a B.
Okay, yeah, we agree on that. I thought you were going to say A, and I was going to be B.
But now that I look at how it's laid out, it's close to the top of B, but I think I would give it a B, yeah.
Great. Cool. Next up is
Question and Answer.
Question and Answer. Yeah, I don't remember anything from this one.
Except the title track is a great track.
Yeah, great title track. This is a trio album.
This is a quartet, I believe.
No, this is a quartet.
I'm wrong. It's a trio with Dave Holland and Roy Haynes.
That's right. Right.
They're all great players. I love Roy Haynes.
There was one track that really stood out to me on this one. I think it was Was it 3 Flights Up, or I think it might have been 3 Flights Up, where it gets a little bit more experimental and there's some cool stuff going on, but most of it is just typical. Like,
there's some standards on here.
Yeah, just kind of typical, like jazz trio. Out of the Collage albums, in terms of the album cover.
Album cover. This is a cool cover.
I like this cover a lot.
But yeah, to me, not a super memorable one. The takes on the standards are not that interesting. I like Question and Answer, the tune, but he'll also play that on other records.
Yeah.
Yeah, C maybe.
C, yeah. It's nothing really that stands out except that like one track, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Pat Metheny, Unity Sessions.
That's the Unity Sessions, and I think we agree that this is the best Unity album.
Yes. This is an interesting album because it's technically a live album, even though I wouldn't call it that, because it's a live album in like a studio setting, essentially.
Yeah.
Really great playing. Basically, they take all the tunes from
the first two Unity albums.
The other one we haven't talked about yet, Kin, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I think they're all better arrangements and just better
playing.
Better playing.
Yeah. Maybe it's another case of the way that we felt about Trio Live. It's just like once they've had more time to play together, they start doing interesting things with the tunes.
Yeah. This is a long album, but there's a lot of cool stuff on here. There's no like, it's basically from what I remember, it's basically just
the tunes from the other two albums,
plus like some other standards like Cherokee.
They play Cherokee and they play Police People from Song X,
right,
which is kind of fun.
I really did enjoy this album. I'd give it an A.
Let me look at this track list again. Yeah, Roof Dogs was good. Go Get It was good. I said that the first time we came across that one, though. Yeah, great tracks. It's on the line, but I think I could agree that it's an A.
Yeah. I think A is good for that one. Cool. Next one is the first Side Eye album. This is some of their live albums.
Yeah.
So
it's the first Side Eye album, but it's called like version 1.4 or something like that.
Like it's Side Eye New York City
version 1.4,
something like that. So this is so Side Eye is pretty cool. It's actually, we're going to be seeing Side Eye in September, right?
That's right.
So Side Eye is basically Pat Metheny's current touring band, and it's a pretty cool idea because it basically is like him playing with younger musicians essentially, and giving it like a kind of a different flavor to his music. And I will say, like, the great drumming on this. It's only a trio. The coolest thing about this album is the pianist. Is it Chris Fishman on this? Who's the pianist?
We have James Francis on the keys, Marcus Gilmore on the drums.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different one then.
I think it's actually a different lineup.
Well, it would make sense
from Side Eye 3+.
Yeah, I think it always changes because that's kind of the point.
It's not so much a continuous group as it is like his project is playing with younger musicians. That's what Side Eye is.
Yeah. So this one is like. I think the only thing that really I said was like, I mentioned this to you too, that like stood out to me is that the pianist in this has like kind of a like more of a neo soul, like modern neo soul jazz vibe, which is is pretty cool to hear with
Pat. Yeah.
But other than that, there's nothing that really stands out on this album. It's a cool live album.
They play a couple of classics.
Yeah, what do they play on this one?
They play
Bright Side's Life, right?
And they play Bright Side's Life.
Cool.
And they play Better Days Ahead. I think it was a cool version of Better Days Ahead.
I think it'd B or C for this one.
Yeah, not super memorable. I'm tempted to go C myself.
Yeah, just nothing really to say. Doesn't really matter the ordering there, but next up is Kin.
Unity Group Kin.
Yeah, so I was pretty excited for this album because I had never heard it, and also the fact that for whatever reason they call it Pat Metheny Unity Group
instead of Unity Band.
Yeah, which I'm like, oh god, like is this a? And I think it is fitting because there's a lot of like, there's a lot of allusions to Pat Metheny group, especially with some of the vocal performances in this and just some
interesting.
of the harmony writings. I thought all of that was like really cool. In terms of like standout tracks, like On Day One is a great opener.
We Go On, I remember liking a lot.
Yep. I remember Rise Up I liked a lot too. Kinna's an interesting tune. Genealogy is kind of a throwaway, like quick, like it's like 30 seconds long.
Yeah. But yeah, cool sounds. Cool to hear him playing with winds again.
Yeah.
I like the Unity band in general, and I think a lot of the tunes are solid, if not great. But again, I think we agreed that Unity Sessions is like the best representation of their playing.
Yeah.
I would probably put this in B with the first record.
Yeah, I agree.
You think C maybe?
No. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, okay.
B's good. All right, we got three more, and then we're done. A secret story.
Here's Secret
Okay.
Story.
All right, so can you pull this one up?
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up. Sorry, I gotta stop saying that. So Secret Story is definitely Pat's biggest project. As you can see by that god awful maximalist cover art.
That's right.
Yeah, there's like everyone's in this one. It's like I think even Dan Gottlieb appears.
Oh, that's a huge list of players.
Yeah, massive list.
Mostly because there's a whole orchestra on.
Yes. So there's an entire orchestra and a lot of people involved.
And it's a long album.
And there's a lot of people from Pat Metheny Group also involved in this, but this is just a Pat Metheny album.
It's a Pat solo album, technically, yeah.
A lot of this album is just Pat playing acoustic guitar with an orchestra, which is cool to hear, but it's just sort of like there's nothing really that interesting.
I don't think the orchestrations are that exciting. They're a little bit bland.
They're kind of bland.
There are cool tunes on here.
Above the Treetops has a cool has a children's choir, which is kind of an interesting beginning.
Yeah, there's a few experimental sounds.
Facing West is pretty cool. Cathedral in a Suitcase. Some of these titles, I'm like, what the hell?
I remember Sunlight being or maybe I'm thinking of Rain River being like kind of a cool classic PMG tune.
I like Antonia, that has a really pretty melody.
Antonia's, I think, one of his best ballad melodies, and he clearly thinks so too because he plays it like on 4 more records after this.
But I'm looking at this and I'm like,
The Truth Will Always Be is like pretty, but it's a slog to get through, and a lot of it feels like kind of samey.
They even added bonus tracks to it, and those just feel like the same.
The CD version has 5 more tracks.
Yeah. The CD version, or I think the newer version. Whatever.
Oh, well, whatever.
It's long. There's some good stuff on here, but it's just a lot of it's just kind of
It just gets a little tiresome.
If there's any definition of Pat slop, it's this album.
That's a good point. I tend to think of it as like taking the like Still Life Talking, Letter from Home sound and ethos and just going a little bit too far with it. He just scaled up too much.
Yeah.
And then he had to break it down again after that, which is what he did with We Live Here.
Yeah.
I think Secret Story came right before We Live Here, if I'm remembering right.
And I love We Live Here.
Yeah.
That was definitely that made up for whatever the hell this album is.
Yeah.
Put this in C.
This is probably a C. It's too bad. It's
too
very
bad.
ambitious, but that's a C. New Chautauqua.
Okay, I can't believe it took this long to get here.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even really this album means so much to me. I'll never forget when I first saw it and the cover really grabbed me.
It's a good cover.
I think it's similar to why I like the off ramp cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cool road and then this apparition of Pat Metheny in the distance.
Yeah.
I just remember you telling me, I remember looking at it and you're like, I don't know. You were like, I don't know if you would like that. It's more of just this solo stuff, but you could try it. I remember listening to it, and yes, I've listened to this one on shrooms, but I can't even describe it. The fact that this is a solo guitar album doesn't even make any sense to me. It takes a lot of that atmospheric writing from Watercolors and just kind of expands upon it. Like New Chautauqua as an opening track really like paints this. It has the same idea of like San Lorenzo, where it's like you feel like you're in this place. And you follow it up with Country Poem, which is like just this beautiful, not beautiful, but just very like peaceful, like nice track.
It's a style of guitar playing that you don't hear him do that much.
Yeah, not at all. And then, so you have those first 2 tracks, which paint a really good picture of like where this is going. But then you hit this weird ass, like, I don't even know what to call it. You suddenly, I don't know what happens, but you're transported into another world with Long Ago Child, Fallen Star.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I've never heard any piece of music like that.
It's really incredible.
To this day, like, it's just, it's like so inspired. Like, I don't even know what made him think to write something like this.
In this setting, in this solo setting.
And it's
the way he layers himself up to make these sounds.
And that's the thing too. It's like this whole album is interesting because all his other solo stuff is usually just like just him playing by himself or maybe some overdub here and there.
Yeah.
But
he plays some bass on this one.
There's overdubs all over the place. He plays bass. He plays a 15-string like harp guitar.
Yeah.
Just really like, and I think the harp guitar really comes in on Long Ago Child because you get these bizarre chords. And
yes.
It's just this peaceful, beautiful piece of music.
So much space.
The transition to Fallen Star gets me every fucking time. It's so good.
He's really great at like it's not a really tense dark album, but it does like build up and release pressure, you know?
Yeah, when I first got this, I was not expecting like this like atmospheric journey, but that's what this album feels like. It's you're just entranced in this world for like 40 minutes, and it just like the way it progresses is just so cool and so interesting. Then you have Hermitage, which is also another like very pretty, like,
slow and kind of slow burn type of tune.
It almost reminds me of like just how it sounds. Kind of reminds me of like it feels like something that would be on like Hejira by Joni Mitchell.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's something about it. And just like the melody writing on it. Sueño con Mexico is probably one of his best tracks ever made.
Yeah, really beautiful. Really memorable too.
Very simple guitar loop.
But the way he builds stuff on top of it.
Mesmerizing. And then the last one is
Daybreak.
Just kind of has like similar energy to New Chautauqua. Like big, like it's a big, you have a big opener and you have a big closer.
Yes. And it's a cool way to close it because you've been through a lot of these slow kind of reflective tunes, and then this one starts out kind of slow and reflective and then has this like kind of breaks into this higher energy. It really feels like Daybreak at the end of this journey. Breaks into this high energy like optimistic grooving thing at the end. Great closer.
S.
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere else. Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end.
And this is his latest album.
Yeah, it's funny. We ended on his latest album, 2026, Side-Eye 3.
Side-Eye 3 Plus.
3 Plus. Yeah, I mean...
And this is the actual group that we're going to see touring in September, I believe.
I think this is a quartet at this point.
That sounds right.
This is hence the name 3 Plus.
Right.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool tracks on this. The opener I remember being really cool and just like a lot of great playing.
This doesn't even have a Wikipedia article.
No,
yet.
It doesn't. I think it's good. It's got a lot of like I said, great playing. Some good tunes here and there. I think
a few new sounds.
Yeah,
but a lot of it is pretty familiar.
Yeah. I don't know really what else to say about it. It's like it's good.
Yeah, good playing.
I'm excited to see them as a group because they're going to be playing more than just the tunes off of this.
Yes. Funny enough, I think on Side-Eye, the first album, there's like a couple of Pat classics, and this is all new material, isn't it?
You know, I feel like we should put Pat Metheny Side-Eye in B.
Yeah?
The first one.
And this one in C?
No, I put them on the same level.
Put them both in B?
Yeah.
It's definitely better than Secret Story.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer to listen to either of these albums more.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that does it.
We did it. Do we need to
let's
have a quick review? See if we need to move anything.
Yeah, let's assess this quickly.
Let's get the pointers out.
Finally get to use these pointers. I'm very happy with this S tier.
These are the 4 classics.
I think
the 4 horsemen.
Wichita, I'm like, no, I can't. I was gonna say put it in an A, but I'm like, no,
I'm thinking about It's For You. I'm thinking about September 15th.
It's a very strange album. In terms of structure, it doesn't really have a great flow, but it's iconic.
It's
And
iconic.
I think my dad would kill me if I didn't put that at least S-.
It's great to have Metheny Meldo up here. I think that's like an offbeat pick, but that's such a good album.
It's really
so many good
really
tracks.
great album.
Yeah, I'm happy with these top 2 tiers, I think.
A tier. I am thinking still putting Pat Metheny Group Quartet in B. I don't know if you agree
I'm
with
just
that.
comparing it to some of these other ones. It's hard to stand up to like Letter From Home, We Live Here. I like this album a lot. I might like it a little more than you, but I would be happy to put it in B.
Yeah, just because it's like I do like it. I don't know if it lives up to the other ones present in that tier, you know.
And what about the Unity Sessions? Do you think that still belongs in A? In terms of like a representative of his latest stuff, that might be the best.
Yeah. I'm pretty comfortable with that being an A.
Okay.
Everything else.
Yeah, I mean, are there any here in B that I might want to bump up? Not really. 8081 is fun, but not quite an A. American Garage is pretty funny.
We got to keep it. American Garage is the B tier.
Yeah, that's the benchmark B tier. Yeah. C's. These are all pretty solidly C's to me.
Do you think
First Circle is it's so funny that it's there, but I think it has to be there.
Yeah, it's so funny. We're good on Bright Side's Life being S?
Bright Side's Left is totally an S for me.
Yeah.
Totally an S for me. And if I were to make one change, I think I would probably do this.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think about that? Move that one from down here.
Yeah.
Just bring it all the way around.
I think
here, because I think just to be honored with those other great albums.
I think I definitely agree with you. In fact, I think it's so far S tier that it goes completely off and it goes right back to D.
Are we able to add a tier to this? If we could add, let's see, just do a little setting here. Here, I'm gonna make this purple, and I'm gonna say the best.
Yes.
And we'll add a row below that just to give it some space. And yeah, there it is, the best album, best Pat Metheny album.
That's great. All right, let's stop fooling around here, Jackson.
All right. Let's get serious.
Let's get serious. This is Serious Dave or Serious Men, you know.
Don't forget about this one.
Don't forget about this one.
Don't forget about that one.
Messing up like the coloring scheme I had.
Sorry, dude.
Hard work.
Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna have to save this image.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to mess it up too much.
Let's see. Yeah, I think this is good. I think I'm satisfied with this.
Yeah. There you have it. From the foremost Pat Metheny experts.
I think the only thing I'm like thinking, because I'm like, I know you're a Bright Side's Life guy, but I'm more of a watercolors guy.
I mean, I love both those albums.
Oh, that's hard. But it's fine. It's fine. All right. That's it, y'all.
That's all, folks.
That's the show.
Thanks for tuning in. I wonder how long that took. Like an hour?
Definitely more than an hour.
Damn.
Buddy.
Well, thanks for sticking it out.
Hopefully, recorded everything.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
But yeah, thanks for sticking around, everyone. And yeah, I don't know.
We'll come back and redo this whole thing the next time he releases an album.
Yeah, that's true. We are gonna have to update.
To put it all in context.
But we're gonna have we're gonna have to redo the whole thing. But anyways, good night.
Good morning. And farewell.
Have a good sleep.
Yeah.
I guess.
Go to sleep.
My name has been Darren.
And my name has been Darren, but right now it's Jackson.
And that's it.